All right. I am streaming today, and I'm trying something kind of new today. I've got the schedule sitting up, although I just realized that I don't have the schedule in a good position, but that'll be all right because it'll be there just for a few seconds, and then we'll transfer it over, and then I can swap it out. So I've got just chatting at the moment because of the fact that right now I'm just chatting. I'm not pulling up a game. I'm not playing something of that nature. I'm just chatting at the moment. That'll be a little chatty catty for Kathy here just for a minute. Um, what we're gonna do, okay, so is we're gonna have this baby ready and raring to go, and I'm gonna have to make a few download or two. I'm going to be playing something that I've always wanted to play, but I haven't done it because one, I didn't own the game, and two, I had a little bit of nervousness about trying to do so because of the fact that I had some difficulties trying to, my PC is not all that strong. Well, recently, when I got the job, I had the job working as an article writer, I bought a laptop. And it was kind of overdue that I needed to get this laptop. But I did it so, I've had a tower computer for a while, and so I needed a laptop. I had a really old one that wasn't worth anything. And when I say old one, I mean it was about 10 years old. But this laptop here, a little bit stronger, better graphics card, newer, faster. And I'm like, you know what? It might be a great idea for me to give this a shot and to see if this will work correctly. Because, of course, I'm going to try to do that. And so I think I've got everything worked out where I can play PC games on my laptop. Probably not a lot, but I can play some PC games on my laptop. Whereas I can continue to do the console games and things of that nature on my desktop for the time being, and before I make the switch over. And so we're going to play Dead by Daylight today. And let me fix this real quick before we go any further. Because we're going to change it. Like I said, technically, we're playing Dead by Daylight today. And technically, it's the best kind of correct. So I've got my computer running. I'm making sure that it's not getting too hot because, there's something up with that. But this is what we're going to be playing today. Is Dead by Daylight dating sim hooked on you, or hooked on you a Dead by Daylight dating sim, however you want to do it. As we get this nice close up of the Huntress's face. And why don't we go ahead and transition over to the game? As we have, we've had a few drop frames, but not many. And so, that's all right. It's okay. It's nothing we can really worry about at the moment. And so we'll just continue to see how it goes. And like when I say a few drop frames, I mean not many at all. So, in fact, I think I did it drop the frames while it was on a still image. So, whatever. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play this. So let's start a new game, the new file, and I have got to fix something real quick that's bothering me just a little bit. Give me just a moment, and let me go over to properties real quick. Yeah, no, I don't like the cursor being captured. It's just me. Oh, Milkman D. It's my rapper name. It's Milkman D. Yeah. So we're gonna jump into this, have us a little playtime, and we're gonna enjoy ourselves to the best of our ability. Do we have voices in this, or do I have to make them? You wake up on the beach, soaking wet, salt water stinging the inside of your throat, as if you'd nearly drowned. Mm. Water falls from your mouth as you open it to gasp for air. You have no memory of how you got here. In fact, you can only remember your own name, but not where you came from or a single fact about your life. Which is really interesting to me. We've basically forgotten everything. You know, we'll be alright though. Maybe. What you do know, despite the outrageous beauty of the landscape around you, you feel incredibly sick to your stomach. We're about to hurl, aren't we? Wow. Really went down the wrong pipe, huh? You need a minute? Or can I go on? Alright, look. Give me a minute, alright, buddy? I'm trying my best here. You ever choke? You ever choke before on, things of that nature? Yes, no, maybe. Alright. I'm gonna try to do two things at once at the moment. Alright, dot 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 dot. Alright, fine. Because I can give you a minute. We've got plenty of time. Endless time, really. Really, endless time. An eternity, if you catch my drift. Dun dun dun! Nuts. I'm trying to do a couple of things at once at the moment. Sorry. Whoa, not now, Ocean. Sorry, Milkman Deluxe. May I continue? Alright, so that's a different voice that we've got. Please, please, go on. Yes, fine. Uh, okay. As you was what? As I was saying, you look down at your feet, ankle deep in the crystal blue water of a nearly arrived wave. As the water recedes back into the ocean, it reveals a grotesque discovery. Oh, they just ramp this up from the very beginning, don't they? Ramp this up from the very beginning. A decomposing face stares at you from beneath the sand. All you can do is vomit. A stream of dark bile, bugs, worms, and other ick. Questions race through your mind. Where are you? How did you get here? Who's behind this incredibly charming and well spoken voice in your head? However, answers don't come easy. Your mind is completely blank. What will you do? Now, frankly, if I were literally put in this position, I would probably scream bloody freaking murder. Because let's be honest, this is not a normal situation. I think you can agree with me on that this is not normal. So, you know, kind of a freaky thing to go through. All right. So what are you gonna do? Dig up that face, close your eyes, and run. We're gonna dig up that face because that's how I roll, baby. We're gonna dig up that face. You brush the sand away from the half-buried human head embedded in the ground before you. Just sounds awesome right now. You know, the head buried deep in the sand. Awesome stuff. Oh, what's this? Is that a coin? There is no body, just the head. As you pick it up, flakes of skin fall to the ground. The jaw falls open, revealing a gold coin sitting on the rotten tongue of this poor, dead soul. Yeah, buddy! That's exactly what I want to do. Huh. I wonder. Getting your hands dirty, I see. I like that. You're a take charge type. Yes, sir, that's me. I'm very much a take charge type. I do as I can in order to, yeah, this is not freaky at all. Having my hands covered in ick and stuff. So, what is this? You examine the gold coin briefly, happily distracted from what has otherwise been an extremely confusing morning. Well, yeah, it's been extremely confusing. I'm washed up on this beach, as beautiful as it is. There are dead bodies around me at the moment. And so, yeah, this is kind of confusing. Need to check one or two things real quick before I make any further progress. I just need to see something really quick. Um, let's see. If I no. I just need to see something because I'm not sure whether or not chat is showing up, and I need to make sure that chat is showing up. If it's not, then I got a few issues I've got to contend with. So I'll do like this, and I'll see if all that goes well. All right, the sun beats down on you, drying your clothes. You check your pockets, but they're empty. Plenty of room for a gold coin, you suppose, and so you deposit it. Hopefully the sound is good, and hopefully, okay, so chat does work. That makes me feel a lot better. This is Dead by Daylight, all right. Yes, I said I would technically be playing Dead by Daylight. Technically, this is Dead by Daylight. And I'm doing this from my laptop, so cool beans. You know? Why, that's a nice coin you've got there. What if you were to spend it right now? Uh, why do I want to spend the coin right now? Like, I'm sorry, like, in this economy, like, just spending coins willy nilly may not be the best thing for me to do. So you've got to convince me, why do I need to do that? How are you today, Cosmoronic? There are a few things I didn't have time to set up on my laptop, and so chat and a few other things aren't going to be showing up. Um, it's just kind of the way that it is, but I'm streaming from my laptop right now. And so that's the reason why this is kind of the way that it is at the moment. So do I want to spend the coin, or do I want to keep it? Why not? Let's just spend the coin. Why not? Why, hello there, I'm Dwight. Um, I don't have a good Claudette voice. And I'm Claudette. We'll take that. Excuse you? Claudette quickly relieves you of your gold coin and tosses it to Dwight, who bites down on it like an old-timey prospector before handing it back to her. And this is for you. Claudette presents you with a tropical drink. A dating sim, this ought to be very interesting. Not just any dating sim, a Dead by Daylight dating sim. When you take a sip, you find that it's incredible. Money well spent in your estimation. But I gotta ask, could somebody maybe design the next one of these dating sims to be all inclusive? It really takes some of the fun out of a fantasy vacation to be watching your wallet the entire time. The mic is occasionally a bit choppy, but it's good enough. The game audio is a bit low, though. All right, well, I can fix that. When you say the mic audio is a bit choppy, do you mean that I'm cutting in and out? Like, does this help out any? Like, I've quieted down my voice just a little bit, and I'll do like this, and we'll see if the mic is working the way that it should be. it's sort of glitchy sometimes. I'm wondering if it's because of the fact I've got it plugged into the laptop. Let me check one other thing just real quick. Mic. Where are the properties for my microphone? Microphone. Settings. So give me just a moment, guys, to touch or tackle the settings of this thing. Let me go to audio and okay, desktop audio. How about now? No, wait, that's the desktop audio default. Mic audio. All right, how about now? How do I sound? Like, I just realized it's because I didn't change the microphone over to the Yeti mic. And so that would be the reason why it did that. So tell me if the game audio is good. Tell me if my mic audio is good. Like I said, it's just I tried to get a few things taken care of, but there's one or two things that I let slip, not glitch anymore, but it's peaking a lot more. Okay. So I've got the mic turned down now. It's turned down a good bit, and it should not be peaking at this moment. I've got it pretty far away from me. Turn down just a little bit more to see. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You are here on Saturday mornings with the Moo on 98.9 The Cow. All right, cool. Things happen. It's a brand new setup. I'm working to get this where I can stream from the laptop, although I'm realizing I'm probably going to have to send the laptop off for repair. Still can't hear the game though. Okay, let's work on that real quick, because I turned the game up a bit. Let me go over to settings and, oh, okay. So we're going to turn this up just a little bit, and we'll see how this does. I'm going to make the text just a little bit bigger. Yeah, we'll do it like that. Alright, so you can let me know how... Okay, sounds much better. You can let me know if it's louder than me, quieter than me. We'll work on that in just a minute. Alright. Thank them for the delicious drink. This is suspicious. Spit that out. I think I'm just going to thank them for the delicious drink, not ask any questions, because that's one of the things I've been taught. Don't ask questions and just drink. I mean, it's not like Bill Cosby's the bartender. Thanks for the drink. It's quite delicious. You're welcome. Right now, they are really leaning into one specific thing, the way they've got Dwight and Claudette designed. Music could be a little quieter now. We never can win. That's the way this goes, though. We'll try this, and we'll see how it works. Did someone just thank us? They look concerned. Go with it, Dwight. It's normal to be thanked for doing a good job. Trust me on this one. Your mind doesn't have a chance to linger any longer on your current situation as you feel something soft bump into your foot. It's Wilson! When you look down, you find a volleyball sitting in the sand there next to you. You stare down, frozen. A voice calls out from behind you. I don't have a really good Russian voice because, like, in-game lore, Anna is, or the Huntress, is Russian. So, I've got nothing. Little help, please? You turn around, and when you see what is waiting for you, your jaw just about hits the ground. So, how's the sound, by the way? And so we do flat out have a dating sim. 4 gorgeous monsters standing halfway between you and a well-tended volleyball. Dead by Daylight knows its audience, and its audience is horny. That's why games like this get made. And they are really leaning hard into that. Which, by the way, they have, like, character skins from this game for both Huntress and Spirit. So if you want those costumes, you can get them in-game, and you can play as Bikini Mama, Huntress, and Spirit. Each of them oozes with undead energy, a magical aura reaching out and penetrating you via your eyes. Well, thank you. Your heart begins to race, curiosity, fear, desire. You can't help but stare at these casually dressed, let's call them killers. I don't know. Not to be judgmental, but that's just the energy they put out there. And I like how they blink. Like, that's kind of cool that the characters blink. At least I know Huntress and Spirit do. Okay, yeah. So do the other two. Good. So many competing feelings rush through your mind at once that you are completely paralyzed. Hello? There are weird days, and then there's this. All you can do is look down at the ball and back up at this monstrous lineup of, well, literal monsters. Sexy monsters, though. What do? Toss it back, kick it back, say no thanks, say nothing, do nothing. We're gonna kick it back. You swing your foot and awkwardly strike the volleyball, sending it bouncing across the sand towards Huntress. Yeah! It doesn't make it all the way. Everyone stares at you, silently observing your unsportsmanlike shame. They must be wondered, have you ever seen a volleyball before? That's surely what I'm wondering right now. It's not a soccer ball. Is this game generally liked by the fan base? Yes, it is. Because as I said, the fan base of Dead by Daylight has really leaned hard into the aspects of, like, how do I want to put this? Sex? And the fact that the most popular character right now and the most popular character skin is a goth girl in a bikini. Not kidding. Sable Ward is the most popular character at the moment, and her most popular skin is her in a literal bikini. And so, I mean, they understand their fan base. They have shirtless skins for some of the male survivors. Although technically they also have a shirtless skin for the clown. You know. So I mean, this is kind of normal for the fan base. What a dork! You feel so awkward that you can barely see straight, but through the haze of your embarrassment you watch Wraith looking at you from the corner of your eye. Huntress jogs the rest of the way to grab the volleyball, and they all turn and head back to the court. Alone again, you look across the beach at these strange residents who casually bat a volleyball back and forth, happily ignoring your intrusion onto their private beach. Should you be frightened, worried, excited? I did refer to them as killers, not to give too much away. Yeah, buddy! But at the same time, they are looking very appealing in their own way, and nobody so much as lifted a blood-soaked finger in your direction. Don't be scared, Milkman D. You were made for this. Well, geez, if the spooky ocean voice says not to be scared, I'm sure it's all going to work out. Oh, joy of joys. With no good reason not to, you decide to head over and see what happens next. It seems like you've derailed the volleyball game just by showing up. You derailed the game just by showing up, nitwit! Okay. And I guess you're also a nitwit. Well, yes, that's fair. Look, it's best to just go with what Trapper says when he says it. That's a policy I hold for pretty much anyone who always seems to have fresh blood on their hands. Hey, don't worry about it. It's just a game. Existence, that is. I can't do female voices. Besides, you seem a lot more interesting than a silly game. Oh, yeah. If you can't tell, the one I want to go for is Huntress. And if I can't get the Huntress, I want the Spirit. What's your deal? What brings you here? You mean they're here to do more than distract from my total domination? Deep sigh. That was Wraith. That Wraith means he was done with the game too. Either way, either that or he saw a butterfly or something. Okay. Look, I don't care whether slack-jawed moron is here. I just want to know, can I kill them or not? All right, buddy, calm down. Calm down. Let's not go into murder mode at this moment. You know you can't. At least not yet. Yes, ma'am. Oh yeah, not yet. I don't know what not yet means. I'm assuming like later in the game, like if they choose me, they kill me, is what I'm assuming. Hey, Milkman D, you might want to, say something. Actually, never mind. There'll be plenty of time for that soon. Right now, this group has some questions for you. But be warned, answer quickly and answer well. This is a timed quiz, and it will be very important later. Well, crap. Very important. Or not important in any way whatsoever. Probably that one I can't remember. Alrighty then. How attractive would you say you are? I'm average. Pretty average, I think. Just another face of the crown, another normal, meaningless life in an endless cycle. So Spirit didn't like that. I think you're quite cute myself, like a chipmunk or a grizzly bear. Well, I do have kind of a fuzzy face, so... So Huntress liked that answer. If you could have any superpower, what would it be? Invisibility, flight, or super strength? I'm going to go with invisibility. Same, although sometimes I think I already am. What was your best subject in school? Was it math, history, or skipping class history? Nice, it's important to know what came before so you're not doomed to repeat humanity's mistakes. I mean, we will anyways, but still. Because there's an old saying, those who refuse to learn from history are doomed to repeat it, and those who learn from history are doomed to stare, jaws agape, in horror, while those who did not learn from history repeat it. What's your favorite animal? A dog, a cat, or I don't know what this is, but I'm going to go for it. Mustelids. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up, game! No, you cannot do this to me. You cannot call me out right after I said that. No. No. Because there's no Easter egg, it's just another word for ferrets and stuff like that. I love ferrets, alright? Time out. I love ferrets. Fuzzy noodles? Snake noodles? Or snake cats? Love them. They're like $300-400 at the local pet store. And I'd love to have the money for one. But that's not going to happen right now. That's not in the cards. What's your favorite color? You got blue? Blue. Blue isn't good for productivity. It makes people want to be lazy. What's your dream job? Astronaut, nightclub promoter, or not working at all? We'll go for nightclub promoter, because, I mean, out of all of those, there's nothing here I really want. Shut up. Good morning, Claire. How are you today? Luring folks into the dark? Not just anyone can do that. Best flavor of ice cream? Chocolate. Favorite flavor is pain. Same. Okay. Mine is vanilla swirled with pain. Understood. Alright, let me say that I agree with our narrator here, just now waking up. How are you? I'm doing great. I'm streaming from the laptop at the moment, and although I can tell I am going to need to call HP next week to get a few things handled, I am very happy right now because this is working fine. And so I think I may have something in which I can stream my PC games. And the way I've got my setup, I've got like the laptop hooked up to a television. And so like, I've got dual monitors at the moment. I have chat up on the TV and the game is on the laptop. It's pretty cool. I'm liking this. By the way, I agree with the narrator. Mint chocolate chip is the greatest flavor in the world. Chat, what do you think is the greatest flavor of ice cream? In your opinion, at least. Hold on a second. This reminds me. I am right. Always. It's a lesson you should learn before we go much further. Do what I say if you want to survive. Pick mint chip. Yeah, Bubba. We're teaching lessons now, narrator. You rascal. Kill or be killed is the rule on this island. Even for faceless voices. Tell me, what's the best flavor of ice cream? Mint chip. So obedient. I think you're gonna do just fine. Anywho, now that you know they know so much about you, I'm sure this group wants you to start getting to know them. I'm Trapper. I pretty much run things around here. I'm the smartest, richest, strongest person on this whole island. I don't like losers. If you want to know what a loser is, say hello to Wraith. Hello, I'm Wraith. I'm nothing like any... no, that's the narrator voice. Hello, I'm Wraith. I'm nothing like everyone else. I like nice people and loathe big, dumb idiots. What up? I'm the Spirit. I don't like most things. I don't really hate most things either. It's just not worth my time. But the things I do hate, I really hate, you know? So we have our goth, very indifferent towards everything. So we've got like, hold on. We have the jock in the Trapper. We have the prep in Ray. We have the goth, you know, in Spirit. So Huntress is going to follow some trope in dating sims. Based on my personal observances, life is nothing but suffering, and society is a carefully calculated lie to keep everyone subservient to those in power. It is better to choose to just not take part. Strawberry ice cream is not bad. It's not my favorite. There are some that come above it. Vanilla to me is one of the, I won't say it's the worst, but vanilla is one of my least favorite, and I'm one of those individuals that if I had like Neapolitan ice cream, the chocolate would be dug out first, strawberry would be second, and vanilla would come in last. Geez, it's like she was downright murdered by society. Well, not quite society, just her father. She hates it so much. Oh, no, wait. I'm remembering Spirit's story now. It's almost exactly what happened. Okay, fair. I get what it means by murdered by society. I was going for the literal term that she was murdered by her father, but society is what led to her dad going crazy. I'm the Huntress. Don't let these bummers get you down. There's a lot of fun to be had on this island, along with lots of love. Bow chicka bow bow. Yeah, there is, if you know what I mean. I don't know what you mean. Can you explain that to me? Grow up. Grow a body. I've explained this 1,000 times. I'm dead, but I'm not a literal ghost. I just create a trail of fog. I'm not made of it. Whatever, fog body. It just sounds like a good Trapper voice. I feel like too much I sound like the Trapper from the old, from the videos, from the old Fog Whisperer that turned out to be not a really good individual. That's not nice. He's not nice. You love it. Only sometimes. Really? That is disgusting. That's the way she likes it. Don't speak for me. I also hate it. Stop speaking entirely, actually. For the first time ever, I agree with Wraith. Let's move on. Otherwise, they'll do this all day. Besides, if I know this crew, and I do, they'll want to show off soon enough.
If we're done playing, let's do something else instead.
Wow, for once I actually agree with the meathead.
I say we go to my yacht. It's a massive boat docked nearby. I give everyone a taste of true luxury and power. I come from my daddy's riches.
Oh, that's Elon Musk if he were actually, muscular and wore a mask. Wraith rolls his eyes.
Don't mind him. He just hates fun and happiness.
I feel like a mixture of Bobcat Goldthwait at the moment, and like the Trapper from the old videos. No, I hate the endless, desperate, soul-crushing pursuit of wealth. The way it's flaunted needlessly and the cruelty it engenders. Can I pause for a moment and say that so far these guys are actually very more accurate in the way that they're acting? Because of the fact people of power and wealth were the reason why the Wraith ended up in a lot of the situations that he did. That the Trapper was someone who ended up being corrupted by wealth and power, so to speak, thanks to his father, and also in part due to the employees at his father's mind. How the spirit was crushed by life, literally. And like the Huntress is, I'm trying to think of a way to put it. The Huntress seems in character, although I have a hard time explaining how to put it, in the fact that when she was in the forest, she wasn't necessarily evil as we think of evil. Like, they really did the characters justice. That's what I'm noticing. What about hanging out by the pool? I find the water calming, simple, beautiful. You were tired of volleyball a moment ago. Okay, she's the fitness girl. I think is what they're going for. Oh boy. I hate being in the sun. Where do you want to go? I'm following Mommy Huntress. Hey, I interrupt your game, you should finish it. Yeah. Yeah. I also love to bring them home to play. Okay. Can we just take a moment and realize that as she said that, I now feel more in danger in this game than I ever have? I'm sort of a big kid at heart. Okay, that's what I mean. Because I said she wasn't evil, she never really had a chance to grow up mentally speaking, and so she was literally a big kid at heart. It's the reason why whenever she would kidnap children, they would end up dying, because she didn't know how to take care of them. But she wanted to be a mother like her mother. Obviously you are too. I like you already. Dun dun dun. I hate people who are too serious. They ruin everything. Well, they do if you don't handle them swiftly. Claudette, why are you here? I mean, like, the way they did these characters, they're all, like, very, very attractive and whatnot. Just for one moment. This is Dwight and Claudette, our activities coordinators. They're also the cooks, waiters, bartenders, janitors, and every other job. They're the only help remaining on the island, because apparently they haven't been murdered yet. This place we call Murderers Islands. Cue dramatic musical flourish, please. That really wasn't musical, that was more just a sound. None of the other characters survived. Survived the interview process, I mean. So, like Meg and Jake and Tap and all the others, dead. Hence why we shall heretofore refer to them as survivors with a capital S. These two have worked here a long time, so very long. I don't actually know how long it's been. Sorry, anyway, I should probably let Dwight and Claudette do their mandated jobs. They sure look happy, but they're vibrating with nervous energy that is starting to give me the creeps. Well, I mean, if you're afraid of getting murdered every moment, yeah. Sorry, I was getting some water. We will now escort the group to the venue of your choosing. However, in the future, we recommend waiting for us to present you with your options whenever possible. And just don't run off to various activities unsupervised. Listen, Claudette. I do what I want. And if I can go and disappear with Muscle Mommy, I'm gonna go do it. You don't have much autonomy around here. Or we don't have much autonomy. The least you can do is allow us to do our job. The most you can do is help us get off this island. Dwight! Yes, pardon us. Please follow us. Hey, narrator. Yes, something I can help you with? Claudette needs to mind her business. I know! Getting all up in my grill like this. These two, Claudette and Dwight, did they start to mention something about wanting to escape? Is escape an option? Should I be trying to escape? Escape? Them? Oh, no, 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 no. I think you're mistaken. It seemed like Dwight was asking for help to get off this island, though. Oh, right, that. Yes, it's true, he was. But he just meant that he wants to get to the other vacation island getaway, a couple miles south of here. It is much fancier accommodations than this island. It's one of those big corporate outfits, quite exclusive, where all the famous celebrities hang out. Very luxurious. Doesn't quite have the charm of this island, though. Trust me, you wouldn't want to go there. With all that money comes a lot of restrictions. This is where you belong. Now, off you go. It's time for an activity. On this island, your decisions matter. Mostly. When I agree with them. Not like that other island. So, what'll it be? I pick this. And athletics on this island. Spirit and Wraith are so boring, and Trapper is so predictable, relying on brute strength to win games. He has no respect for all the grace and skill. Again, when you're a woman who does her attacks by throwing a hatchet with accuracy, precision, all that, then yeah, I understand why she's the athletic one, because you've got to have muscles to be able to first pull that off properly. Plus, you got to have, the aim and everything else. So I understand where she's coming from here. Again, they've done these guys justice. Thank goodness you didn't choose the yacht. What kind of person wants to be a sitting duck in the middle of the ocean, open ocean? You're asking for a sneak attack from an elk. Little did we know, about a year later, we'd better understand what this means. You know? Wondered how long it would take for her to bring up the elk attack. The were-elk that killed her mom. Game starting up again. Make sure you're watching close. Yes, ma'am. She's really something, huh? Yes. Elk don't swim. Live in the forest long enough and you'll see an elk swim, believe you me. Again, foreshadowing. Cheer for me, cute stuff. Yes, ma'am. The killers resumed their place in the volleyball court and resumed the match they were playing before you arrived. Hey, fancy lemonade? I see you working up a thirst eyeing those bouncing buns playing volleyball. Claudette hands you your lemonade. Oh, so fresh, so tart. She leans in and whispers in your ear. Who would you bet on to win? Who's the MVP of your little heart? Claudette's just trying to make the hookups now. You're nervous. You don't want any of these killers to hear you talking about them, or not talking about them, if they're into that sort of thing. Just pick someone. Please, it's not like we've got all day, night, week, month, year, lifetime, eternity, or anything. Who put sand in that guy's shorts? Sheesh. Oh, I think, Yes. Huntress? Oh, no! Oh, yeah! I'm flattered. Oh, wait, we got an ad, I think. Do we have an ad? We have an ad coming. We have an ad on its way, so I'm going to snooze that ad break. We're just going to let it take a snooze for the moment. Where was I? Ah, yes. I'm flattered that you think I'm good, but honestly, I'm a little annoyed that I've been so flashy with my moves. Usually I'm so sneaky that you can barely see me at all. Huntress is totally kicking my butt. Correct answer. I'm allowed to support the other people on this island, right? Oh geez, I have no idea what the rules are here. Are there even rules? I should have stayed in my secret Larry. My secret Larry. Okay, so he's not the prep, he's more the nervous kid? What a game. It's a tie. Can there even be a tie in volleyball? No one knows since this is everyone's first time playing. These killers don't usually have time for team sport. Wraith is the nervous, nerdy kid. Okay, I get that now. Is Claudette crying? Are you okay, Claudette? Probably just shedding a tear for her lost fellow survivors. Oh. You know, this resort had 4 employees when it opened, so Jake and Meg are canonically dead. It's nothing, I'm totally fine. Whatever you say, boss. Oh, look, the killers have dispersed and are cooling down in their own way. Spirit is reading a novel, Trapper is stretching sensually in between chainsaw curls, Wraith is standing on the beach, desperately hoping that the sand will swallow him up, and Huntress is doing some target practice with her bloodied hatchet. You feel a nudge. Dwight is looking at you expectantly. You should really make a move. Life is short. You could get snuffed out at any time of day. Carpe diem, carpe diem, carpe nowum. Go ahead, chat one of them up. So which killer has caught your eye? Like I said, we're going for one in particular now. You head over to Huntress. After all, this is a whole sporty hangout thing that was her idea. Might as well see how she's doing. You were really great out there. Where'd you learn to move like that? Whose moves? My moves? These moves? They're nothing. Huntress blushes a bit from beneath her mask. It's cute on cute, if you ask me. Sometimes you gotta look past the bloodstains. I mean, let's be honest. A lot of men have run for their lives in my presence. You really learn a lot about what the human body is capable of in those types of scenarios. I love to exercise. In a way, we're all running for our lives when we keep in shape. Yeah, kind of. I guess I've never thought of fitness that way. Maybe it's time to start. You never know who's coming for you. Through the brush, as fast as they can, propelled forward by hunger, desperation, or just plain old boredom. Doesn't seem like boredom is going to be your problem surrounded by all these characters. Survival, on the other hand, you're going to need to compensate for your lack of killer instinct. What's your style? Now, for her, if I'm trying to impress her, I don't know if imagination would do it. She seems to me more like a grit and determination on the battlefield. But at the same time, I would also assume that, maybe imagination would be what I would need with her. So I've got to think about this one just for a moment. Okay. I'm going to go with imagination, because I talked myself out of it and then into it. What I lack in fitness, I try to make up for in imagination. Yeah! I like to make up little games for myself to play. My imagination is very vivid. I can imagine... Hello? Hello? Yes? Yes? Yeah, I mean, it works. Oh, no, don't look at me that way. No, no, I should have just agreed. To the cavern's interest with the dark caves, liquid dew shimmering in moonlight. Hello? I'm back with you? Pack of wolves await us there. Friends, enemies, dinner? We look into each other's eyes and then back at the wolves, and together we all howl, Howl! Yeah, this is exciting. Yeah, sure. My blood is pumping just thinking about it. Yes, I'm glad yeah. Come on, everyone. The fun and games can't be over already. I get it. Volleyball, not ruthless enough. Look at us. We crave action. We crave excitement. We crave the thrill of the hunt. It's time to see if our friend here has the hunter's instinct. I'm as good as dead. Saw you surveying me like prey on the volleyball court, Milkmandy. Huntress waves a bloody axe in the air as you step forward nervously. Before you realize she's not waving it at you, she's handing it to you. So we got an ad at the moment, so give me just a minute. Because there are some here that may not have a subscription. By the way, let me throw something out here, and in just a moment. When the ad finishes, I want to take a moment and make mention to something that might work out better than a subscription. And I'll explain what it is in just a moment. Oh, I got a yawn, I don't know why. Alright, so the ad should be over by now for everyone, and I want to throw something out there as a thought. If you are able to afford it, instead of doing a subscription, why not get Twitch Turbo? In the long run, it's cheaper because while you don't have access to emotes, although my plan is to take my emotes and upload them to 7TV probably today, you can get ad-free viewing on any channel you go to, while at the same time you'll still support them. And so, like I said, you'd probably be out of emotes, but it would save you money in the long run. And with inflation and the economy worldwide being as it is, maybe that might be a good alternative to a subscription. It's something that I was just thinking about a lot lately, and I wanted to throw that by you guys, and I can definitely make mention to it later, because I think that might just be a really good idea. I'm probably about to switch over to Turbo. Again, I won't have access to emotes, but again, in the long run, I need to save money, and I don't really use a lot of emotes as it is. So anyway, let's progress forward with this game. I've never checked out Turbo before. I would say just give it a look and see. Don't worry, I've got several of these. I'm going to mess this up badly. It's important to hone your skills, especially when you're in a new place where threats may lurk around every corner. You need to make sure you are the biggest threat of all. Don't aim those things at me. You can't even see me. It's John Cena. John Cena is our narrator. You can't see me. Minigames consist of two parts. On top, a pointer which rotates in a clockwise direction. And on the bottom, the target you're going to be pointing at. Sometimes the target is immediately visible, other times it's hitting until the pointer arrives. Press the space bar to stop the pointer while over the target to win. Fail to land on the target and you will lose. To achieve a perfect success, land on the start of the target, not the end. Alright, let's give this a shot. Ready! Away we go! Show them what you got. Ah! You missed completely. Perfect. Yeah! Perfect. Perfect. Not quite perfect. Not bad. Oh, it was still enough to make her happy. There's more to this game than just reading. Okay. I mean, could have been better, but who's keeping score? Hopefully not you. For the record, I am, and you got 7 points. Thank you. Hatchet throwing? Cool, I guess. I like my stabbing to be a bit more up close and personal. Somewhere a loud horn blows, and the survivors snap into action. Time's up! I really feel weird about Claudette's pose, because that just looks like that's going to hurt her back. Standing in that position with her butt poking out and her chest. You know, basically her chest and her butt are poking out. Her spine has to be in a curve because of the way that she's standing. That can't be good for her spine. You heard him. Get to the next activity. It's not. Good night. Calm down, woman. And it also, the way they drew her, it looks like she has anti-gravity boobs. Like they're floating upward. That or she's got like this major push-up bra going on. Maybe I'm looking too. Maybe I'm staring at their designs too much. So I'm just going to shut up and move forward. And the next activity is mealtime. How quaint. You were expecting what? Capture the flag? Do you know how complicated it is to run a game like that? Much more so than sitting and talking. You arrive at the cookout area to find an assortment of picnic tables scattered around. What were you expecting? Some kind of grand hall with a huge banquet table? This ain't some prestigious fantasy epic like you'd find on cable. This is what you'd find on public access. Dwight and Claudette usher you to your seat, but there's very limited seating directly around you, and oh great, terrific, it seems that everyone wants to sit next to you. Even better is that they don't want to sit next to certain other people either. To start, no one wants to sit next to Trapper. Meanwhile, he refuses to sit next to Wraith or Trickster. Hello? Trickster's here? Trickster's here. And it looks like he's got a wiffle bat. Oh yeah, Trickster is here? Surprised? Well, yeah, they don't call him Expectedster. I'm sorry, even I get a little nervous around crowds of killers and my whole shtick gets a little flustered. He literally looks like he has a wiffle ball bat and he has like a 17-pack of like abs. Hey there. You're looking good, Milkman-T. Real good. Oh, it's an inflatable bat. Never mind. That's why it looked like a wiffle ball bat. It's inflatable. And we literally can't let Huntress and Trapper sit together. Don't have to worry about that. No, seriously, their arms are too big. They can't fit at the table if they sit side by side. Look at this. We can't even fit everyone on screen at the same time. You probably think that was an error, but it's not. It's completely intentional. Let that be a lesson to you. Every error you think is a choice. Got that? Claire, Cosmoronic, Bubba, remember next time we play Dead by Daylight, remember, it's not a bug, it's a feature. And that's what that's directly making a reference to. It's not a bug, it's a feature. Okay, Dwight and Claudette are directing traffic. You sit on one side, the rest of them will sit opposite of you. Huntress and Trapper can sit at the ends with their enormously sexy arms. Now that everyone is seating, all the bugs are intentional. Got it, exactly. Now that everyone is seated, we can begin dinner. Tonight's meal was prepared slowly and carefully, with both love and hate for 12 hours over a spit. We hope you enjoy. We really, really hope you do. Hey, you didn't actually tell us what you're serving. What are we eating? It's meat. Seasoned with a specific number of herbs and spices that we simply can't divulge. And this is a reference to the fact that the company that made this also made the KFC dating sim where you have to sex up the Colonel. I'm not kidding. this, because you have the 30-something, you know, special blend of 30-something herbs and spices.
My favorite!
Meat is good. I love it. Meat is murder. Which, you know, considering what you've been up to. Who are you to get judgy now? I'm just sharing facts. You need to murder something to eat its meat. So that's, like, technically true. I don't like Wraith's character. I don't.
Technically true is the best kind of true.
Okay, he's not wrong there. And I've used that statement before. I would tell my wife, that's technically correct. And after all, that's the best type of correct. So, I hate the fact that Trapper and I have used the same line before. Okay, enough yapping, let's eat. Hit me up, Mandy. You thinking what I'm thinking? It's gonna be a person on the spit, right? Or several parts of overlapping people, perhaps. I would be shocked if it's not like Meg or Jake on the spit. Haven't seen many pigs wearing palm tree button-down prints, you know. When you look closely at the spit, you spot what definitely appears to be scraps of fabric sandwiched between some layers of meat. Well, I think I might be sick. Is there anything else to eat? This took 12 hours. And we do literally everything on this island.
Actually, there's one thing you're not doing today. You're not carving up this delectable meat. Let me get my machete.
Oh! Wow, he's right for a change, because I am with my broadaxe. It's a perfect tool for easily chopping anything in twain.
First, who says twain? Sometimes I swear it's like we're all from completely different historical eras. Secondly, I'll handle this with my cleaver. Fast, powerful, and clean. At least it's clean when the meat is cooked. No blood.
Ah, you two and your ridiculous bicep swinging contests. Enough, grow up. Obviously, my gorgeous katana is the only option. Obs. I love the face that she has, just the two glowing red eyes. Please stop, please. I hate it when we fight, or talk, or even look at each other in the eyes. I can do it with the skull of Azarov. Isn't that more of a club? Okay, see, I was actually right. That is more of a club. Volunteer to... Oh, it's Felix. Well, that lets us know the fact that Felix was likely one of the four. That means Meg or Jake survived. For those who go on for hours, no hyperbole, they once argued over who had the most effective weapons for 72 hours straight. And it doesn't matter which one does it, when they're done, they will take even longer cleaning their weapon, all while explaining the value in maintaining your tools. Despite being a bunch of cold-blooded killers, for some reason they're always terrified of tetanus. I mean, I can understand. Lockjaw is not something that's fun to deal with. Not that I know from experience, but still. Hey, why don't you just let me carve up dinner? Splendid idea. We'd hate for it to get cold. He hated when it got cold. Here's a machete, freshly sharpened. Alright, so we're doing the minigame again. Alright. Ready! Okay, I was about to say, that was on it. Ooh. We're on the spirit's good side now. Dinner is finally served. For real. Trout you're getting the hang of it now. Or so you think. The sound, especially coming from the masked killers while they eat, which involves lifting their mask and shoving food behind them, are nasty. Spirit, meanwhile, doesn't eat. She's the only one who seems to be really embracing being dead. They're all dead, right? This is obviously hell. I mean, come on, we're still trying to be mysterious here. You think mysterious comes easy? Claudette and Dwight aren't the only one who's been working to make this night perfect. Well, at least they're lifting their masks. This is only 99% as disgusting as it could be if they just tried to mash stuff through there. Spirit, why aren't you hungry? The best thing about being dead is not having to eat. That's the only thing. Think about it, Milkman D. Number 2 is no number 2. One less thing to think about in the afterlife, so you don't have to poop. Good to know. When you're dead, you don't have to poop. You heard it here first from the Spirit. Even if I wanted to eat, I have no idea what would actually follow. It would be a spooky dookie. Obviously. You might have noticed, but I'm mostly just a bunch of dismembered body parts floating in a spectral form. True. Do you see how deep this cut in my abdomen is? I don't think my digestive tract connects anymore. Between the food and the behavior of this group, this might be the worst meal in history. Even worse is they're staring at you. You're not eating, they don't like that. Well, Spirit's not eating either. I'm just joining her. I think they want an explanation why. What do you tell them? This is gross, I'm sorry. Look at that seagull! Wow, you ever see a seagull that big? I haven't. That's incredible. Anyway, what were we talking about? Look. Oh.
Didn't you wash up on this island with no memory of who you are and how you got here?
Yes, you did, poor thing.
You have no idea the last time you ate a real meal, and you've been standing in the sun.
Why is it Trapper's the one who's most concerned about us? Why? But the seagull. Yeah, he just made a lot of good points. I swear, you're beginning to feel lightheaded. It waved at me. Maybe you need to eat to survive here. Either that or someone poisoned you. No, wait, you haven't eaten. You can't be poisoned. Whatever the answer, you're clearly about to pass out. Oh, hey, it's me again. Your friend, mentor, and guide, narrator to the narrator, the ocean. Not sure how I feel about that characterization, but I'll allow that. I brought you here, and I might be the only one who can help you now. There's only one thing you must do to survive. You have to figure out why you're really here. No one can tell you. Not unless you follow the right path, or at least a right path. There's too many of those to count. Hopefully you pick at least one of them. Because there's even more wrong paths. Many of them lead to your demise. Others lead to something even worse. Starting scenes over and having to fast forward back to where you were. Am I right? For this place holds many secrets, even from itself. But the only one that truly matters can be learned if you answer the most important question. Why are you here? Why are you here? Answer that and you'll learn the truth. The ultimate truth. Vague, mysterious. I gotta give it to this ocean character. That's some real quality early game storytelling. Hold on, I'm back. One more piece of advice. You've made many choices by now. Some of them I liked, some of them I did not. It's in your best interest to make more choices that I like. You wake up to find Huntress holding your limp body, gingerly pouring cool water into your mouth. Can we just end the game here and say that I won? I won. All right, we're good. We don't. No, I have to keep okay, I'll keep playing. Oh, good, you're okay. Sometimes when I try and care for people, they have a way of ending up less alive than when I started. Yeah, that's in-game lore. Which would be a total bummer if that happened to you. It's been so long since I had a normal, happy, healthy person around. Usually I'm just falling into the same old routines of smashing everyone's heads open with a hatchet before I really get to know who they are as a person. But you're not nearly as scared or too busy writhing in pain to see me for me. You feel nervous in her arms, not just because they're maybe crushing you a little bit, because she's beautiful. Yes, beautiful. But I was just going to narrate that fact, not, say it out loud as a single word like some creep. The ocean is the entity. Yes, I was thinking that was it, that the ocean has to be the entity. I was thinking that exact same thing. Beautiful. Mask, your bunny mask. It's quite gorgeous. Nice recovery, but now that you're awake and talking, you gotta keep this up. Did you make it yourself? And I just realized the fact that the mask is attached to the black silk. It's like a veil that she has over her head. You're the first person to ask me that. Yes, I did. You seem quirky and cool. You could do anything. Own an Etsy store. Be a doctor. Why is it that you kill people? Huntress sighs. You can practically see the memories flicking across her eyes. But she hasn't tried to kill you yet, so that's a good sign. It's all I was ever taught to do as a young girl, so I thought it was right. Even through the mask, you can see that the Huntress is blushing a bit. It seems that your line of questioning has made her a little nervous. Hey, you didn't eat much at dinner. Want a snack? Yes, please. She offers you some jerky, probably human jerky, but her spice game is on point because it smells pretty good. I will accept it because when on Murder's Island, you might as well eat as the killers do. Plus, you really are hungry, and you could chow down on some. Why we gotta use the word sensually to describe us eating jerky? How do you eat jerky in a sensual manner? Like, do you just kind of lean in? And when you get the jerky in your mouth, you just, Like, how? I'd love some! After a moment of quiet chewing on what you believe is not human thigh meat, you decide to be bold and ask another question. Have you ever been in a relationship before? You really going there? You do not play around, Milkman D. That's right. We got her sweating. Huntress takes a moment to think deeply before answering. I must say it's quite amusing to see this hulking bombshell get all twisted up with these personal questions. Kudos to you, Milkman D. You're welcome. There was this one deer that looked at me quite provocatively in a clearing once, but that doesn't count, does it? I'm sorry, that just... You hear the faintest giggles bubble out from behind Huntress's mask. You're so cute, Huntress. No, it doesn't count. What's this? You found something in the sand. Huntress reaches down to pick it up. It's a hair clip, probably left by some little girl who was playing on the beach long ago, who's definitely still alive and not at all dead. What had you laughing loudly? Huntress closes the bag of jerky with the hair clip. Seems like she's a little mixed up on how this particular item works. Should you go with the flow or show us some knowledge of advanced humaning? I want to see how she would react to me trying to put the hair clip in her hair. You silly goose. You chuckle before reaching for the bag of jerky. You take the beret off and collect a lock of Huntress's hair, clipping it back into an attractive swoop. Much better. And she seems to like that. Although I would love it if we could actually say yes. I read that and I just okay. I wish I could see the beret in her hair. I think that'd be nice. Just as things are really heating up, you hear a flurry of footsteps behind you, and you quickly spin around, ready to fend off whatever new danger has popped up on this strange island. Dun dun dun! Only to find it's Dwight and Claudette sprinting across the beach, clipboards in hand, which they're waving it in the air above their heads, ready to ruin the moment. Can you just kill Claudette and Dwight so we can have some private time, please? I will help you. I'll be the newest killer. They'll call me the Moo. The Milkman. Well, I can't be the Milkman because, like, you know, Billy is, you know, already kind of the Milkman. So I can be the Moo. It's very important we stick to the itinerary and attend each event as scheduled. Play sick for cute flirt points was not part of this evening's activities. That's strictly slotted for after campfire stories. At this rate, we'll be late. Playing sick? No, I was... No time for excuses. Well, there is, but they're scheduled for what comes after the flirting. Go, 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 go! My voice is wanting to... That is not a sound I wanted to make on stream. My voice wanted to give out there for a moment. I need some more drink. How long does this game last? That's something I'm curious about. Once everyone has gathered at the fire pit, Dwight and Claudette quickly make an announcement. We're not going to blame anyone in particular, but someone, and we're not going to say who, so don't worry, you, hasn't been sticking to the schedule. That means we're behind on time for evening activities, and we'll only have time for one person to share their spooky story, a special spooky nighttime story. Just one story? But story time is my favorite activity. This is a narrative heavy experience. You're telling us that only one person gets to share? How will we decide who? Oh great, we have to decide as a group? That never goes well.
Whoever did this, step up now. I swear I won't be angry. I'll merely chop your head clean off. No fuss, no muss.
Voice trembling, you realize this is probably it for you, but you embrace your fate. Sorry, everyone, I think they're talking about me. To be honest, I don't understand how this whole schedule thing works. I guess I lost track of time while I was passed out. Been there before, even though it's taking some pressure off of me, which is an absolute dream come true. Is it really fair to pick on the newbie? Seriously, has anything ever happened on schedule, even once?
Donald, if you try to flex that authority gimmick one more time, so help me, I'll snap your head off so quick, and then I'll drown you in blood, Cynthia. Fuss and muss are back on. You two know I love to hack, slash, and slice.
We all know you love to kill. It's almost all you talk about. Nobody named any names. Who even knows any names? Not us. I renounce my name. Who's Donald? Who's Dwight? Who even knows anymore? Call me nobody. But we still gotta get started on story time, so... Milkman D. Oh crap, I get the voices confused. Who should go? That's a name. Please pick somebody quickly so this tropical vacation... I'm going to pick Huntress! She's my Pokemon. Huntress. Huntress Chew. I choose you! Oh, I'm sorry. My bad game. Huntress steps up to tell her story. The campfire flickers in her faraway eyes. There's a village outside the deep and ominous redwood. No child dared step foot past the threshold of thick trees and brush that separated safety from the unknown. Grown men that ventured in often would never return, and the sounds that echoed out in the village were something inhuman. The women of the town told a story to the young children, hoping that it would be enough to dissuade them from curious exploration beyond the boundaries of the village. We're getting lore stories right here. They told of a creature that looks in the woods, half woman, half beast, singing like a siren, haunting, beautiful, her voice the last relic of her humanity. It lulls all who hear into her domain, and not precocious child, nor fierce soldier can escape once you are in her clutches.
Those who have seen her say she wears a mask of hair stained with the blood of so many poor souls. I'm trying, and I'm failing with the voices. The hatchet she wields has been brought down brutally on the skull of many an unsuspecting hunter. The nightmare doesn't end there, for what's a hungry beast to do in the frigid winters with nothing but hunter meat to live off of? It is said that the huntress, as the villagers called her, couldn't bring herself to kill the young girls she came across in the forest. Instead, they'd suffer an even worse fate. Longing for a child of her own, she'd bring them back to her secluded cabin to keep them safe. She'd wrap a tight cord of rope around their necks and affix them to the wall. That way they'd be warm. That way they'd be out of harm's way. The huntress would even bring the girls presents, toys she'd pilfered from other bodies, masks she's fashioned out of things from the cottage, and little dolls made of grass and twigs. But these toys did nothing to quell the children's fear. Within days, the girls would waste away from starvation and dehydration. For all her good intentions, the huntress had never learned how to care for a human child. You see a tear creep down from underneath Huntress's mask. Suddenly, the most beautiful singing voice you've ever heard fills the air. Please! Oh, I was really hoping for the la 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 la. I would have loved to have heard that. Sleep, my dog. Okay, I can't do that to the. I can't. Sleep, my darling tiny one, tucked within your bed so tight, else the old gray wolf will come and grab you by your side. There's a brief moment of silence, and you feel the need to contribute to this stirring moment. Join in singing. He'll snatch you up between his teeth, if on the bed's edge you sleep, and drag you to the forest deep, beneath the quaking tree. Huntress can't believe you know this song. You share an intimate glance across the campfire. So close your eyes and fall asleep. Count the little woolly sheep, tucked so tightly you must keep, or he will come for you. I don't know if that's what the song actually is, but I do like the fact they put that where it literally follows the notes of the song that she would sing while you're playing a game against the huntress. It works with the tone and the notes of that song, although I did a great job of butchering it and not hitting the actual notes. The song ends and you are both met with silence around the campfire. I love that song, Baya Bayushka, the old Soviet lullaby, right? It is the song my mother used to sing to me before bed every night. I'm glad I didn't need to know the lyrics to it, and the game filled it in for me. But now I must go. The memories, they are so much. On that note, everyone decides it's time to take a break and split up for a little bit so that they all have a moment alone before bed. Everyone leaves and you're alone by the fire. The only thing you hear is the ocean slowly lapping across the shore, against the shore. This is nice. A true moment of peace and tranquility that lasts for all of 7 seconds before the trickster shows up and he's blaring his latest song. Hey baby, you look lonely, may I join you? He doesn't wait for an answer. You know, I've been hearing from these guppies all day, but I want you to hear something from a big fish like me. Something special those in charge of this island don't want you to hear. I am the ultimate catch on this island, the only lobster in an ocean of sardines. Sorry, buddy. Or rather, let me say it like this. Sorry, Charlie, that's not going to work for me. No one can give you what I can. An inflatable bat? You just have to find me. Come find me, baby. Trickster leaves. You're a bit confused about what to make of the scripted clues, but you aren't going to get any time to yourself to think about them just yet. Huntress approaches you. Hi. Of course you liked my story. Who wouldn't? It had everything. Cute kids, dead men, a huntress. Yes, yes. I find that old stories are better with the sound of a burning fire filling the air around you. Yes, yes. All the smoke, however, I could do without. I'd rather eat barbecue than smell like it. Let's rich off all that campfire with a dip in the hot tub, shall we? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And might I say that your face looks especially adorable right now. It does. That's why I chose that pose for the thumbnail. Alright, let's, dipping in the hot tubs with the Huntress. You've come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow her. An offer like that. Just don't forget our little talk. Look, buddy, I get to enjoy a hot tub stream. Actually, should I change this to hot tub stream now? Because technically, we're you know, you and your storyteller friend slip into the water. It's just the right temperature for an evening dip. Plus, if some jealous shark comes along and manages to jump from the ocean into the pool, you're also pretty sure your killer companion could handle it. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, this is now technically a hot tub stream, right? Right? Yes? No? Maybe? Before you run off, I wanted to make something clear. You know that half woman, half beast I was talking about in my story? That's me. I'm her. Baby, don't worry about it. Not everyone's perfect. No way. How cool. Yeah, I'm you know, it's really awesome. Thanks for being vulnerable and telling such a personal story. Huntress faux shyly twirls her hair. Tell the truth. What did you think of my tale? Do I have the makings of a best-selling author, such as the comedic mastermind? The ski? What? I don't know if he's quite a comedian, but I guess when you've got her type of attitude, yeah, that works. It was a really well-told narrative. Clear beginning, middle, and end. Riveting from the start, plus the woman in the fort. I mean, you are clearly not a true villain. You are just a traumatized child. Hello! I'm sorry, Yasmina. There's, It's too late. It's too late. We've started playing this game. It's already here. We can't stop it. Okay, now you're just being a suck-up. Shut up, narrator. Huntress' eyes leer at you from behind her mask. She's had her time in the spotlight and is playing coy now. Call out her tired storytelling. Are you stupid? You chuckle awkwardly at Huntress's statement of the obvious. Why are you laughing? I can't help but giggle when I'm both about to die and also maybe falling in love. You can't believe how awkward this intimidating woman seems right now. It's actually pretty endearing. Best death ever. Best death ever, I'm just saying. You notice the temperature has dropped significantly, despite your steamy company. It's actually a little chilly and your bare shoulders are freezing. Let's head back to the fire and put me to bed, huh? I will kill both of you. We hate to intrude on whatever smooth moves you are about to unveil themselves, but it's time for bed. Usually nighttime is when I do my best hunting. I just can't believe you're playing this, but at this point nothing surprises me anymore in your choice of games. Thank you, I appreciate that. But after a day like today, even I'm pretty tuckered out. Will I see you tomorrow, Milkman D? Only if I don't see you first. You make a cute little bow hunting motion. Huntress catches the imaginary arrow you shoot in her teeth and then bites down hard, snapping it in half. At least you think that's what she's doing. It's kind of hard to tell. Good night, my little snack. I'm surprised. I'm sure that wasn't a reference to actually eating you. You can't tell in this game. You head over to the campfire. The heat is comforting on this chilly night. Looking at the crackling embers, you think about Huntress' story of the half-human beast that abducted all those innocent children, and attempt to save them that led to their doom. Are you mistaken? Are you a mistaken prisoner here on this island? Is this your salvation, or will it be your demise? Dun dun dun. Before you can dwell too much on your fate, Claudette and Dwight arrive. Their now familiar creepy smile stretching from ear to ear. It's a bit menacing to see a smile like that lit by firelight. Let me pause for a moment to get my voice back. We must apologize for these accommodations. We weren't prepared for another guest, but we're going to make you comfortable or die trying. They hand over a pillow and a blanket and welcome you to snuggle by the fire. Hopefully, the blanket doesn't catch fire. Perhaps some music will put you at ease. Just try to keep the volume to a minimum. Other guests aren't the types you want to rob of their beauty sleep. Alright, so we got the minigame again, and, oh! Perfect for the less coordinated, because there's no winning or losing. Well, technically, where the pointer stops, that is your result. I suppose it doesn't stop where you want it to. That's a bit like losing, but no one has to know if you don't tell them. Yeah, let's just try this. I have no idea what any of this does, so here. I can get behind this type of music. Yeah. Yeah. I need to kind of bang my head to this. We'll listen more of this. What will we get for 102? No, not really into this. Oops. Okay, that's what we had just then. Let's try this. Doesn't really catch my attention. I feel like a lot of this is too much of the same. I can get behind this as well, but I think so far, this is what I want. Yeah, it's perfect. Ask one of the killers to spend time with you until you're sleepier. Would you like to summon by your side for the fire? Huntress, are you around? I was wondering if I could get a little company. Huntress appears in an instant. You didn't really hear her company. She's more than happy to tell you her secret for falling asleep when she's feeling restless. I don't want to know what that's floating in there. If the Soviet lullaby doesn't work, the special mushroom tea always does the trick. When I'm not coating the blade of my hatchet in it to ease the passing of my victims, I'm steeping it in a piping hot mug of water. So we're poisoning ourselves. We're about to get kind of poisoned by a neurotoxin. All right, we're already dead though, probably. So you do finally starting to feel sleepy. Except maybe this isn't a sleepy feeling. Maybe you're paralyzed. You try to keep your eyes open, but you can't. Yeah, so neurotoxins have a way of doing that to people. Darkness overtakes you. The dark voices from earlier speaks to you again. It shouldn't still be as spooky, but you've now had a whole day of strange voices in your head. But this one is still undeniably odd. Really worked up a sweat watching those killers toss the ball around. Huh? Would it have hurt you as much to go splash around in some cool ocean waves afterwards? I'm just saying, I'm out here, you know. You awake suddenly to see someone looming over you. Trapper is sitting beside you sketching a portrait. Hello?
Oh, you're awake! I saw you with Huntress right before bedtime. You know, they're not what they seem. Not like me, who is obviously completely honest and trustworthy. I was checking to make sure you weren't sleeping near any of my... Actually, never mind. Just be careful where you sit.
Bear traps. Awesome.
But since I'm here, I'd like to share 2 things with you. 1, I do not take rejection well. 2, the first thing to remember is very important.
Were you drawing me? Trapper doesn't answer. You aren't drawing stink lines radiating out from me, are you? Still nothing from Trapper.
Look, I'm not an easy guy to get along with, but I am an easy guy to spend time with. That would make sense if you choose to spend time with me tomorrow. The rest of the scum live like rats. They wouldn't know a good time if it bit them. I mean that literally. Point is, if you select me, you're going in for a day of luxury, extravagance, and fun. Yes, I said fun. And if I don't pick you, remember what I said earlier. It might be the last thing you ever forget. But hey, you look tired. Get some rest, sleep. Maybe even sleep well if you can. Just try not to roll over to the... about 15 feet on your left.
Finally alone. For real this time, maybe you drift off to sleep again. Hopefully you're not poisoned. Wait a second, where are we? This isn't... Oh geez, it is. It's like one of those reality show confessional rooms where all the contestants talk directly to the camera. I think today went really well. These were some of my first interactions with someone who isn't a parent that didn't end in bloodshed or untimely perishing in my Russian cottage. So I'm counting today as a win no matter what happens. What do I think of the newcomer? Do I have to say... Oh, I do? Oh, attractive, mysterious. I really don't know many other words since I was raised by my mom in the woods until she was skewered by an elk and I had to wash her entrails off my seraphim. That being said, the other three should make sure to be on their guard. I don't know who this newcomer will want to spend time with him tomorrow, but I, for one, will not let my guard down easily. Who knows about the others? Wraith, I think, knows more than he's letting on about this place, but he's a hard nut to crack. Meanwhile, Spirit is just screaming all the time. Major buzzkill, and... Trapper, where do I even begin with Trapper? He's buff, sure, but daddy issues much? Sheesh. Look, I don't need anyone. I've been perfectly fine on my own since my mother died. I eat a fine diet of raw deer, bear, and human, and I'm fit as a fiddle. That being said, something about this newcomer makes me think that I might be missing out on some huge part of this thing called life. Oh, yeah. This is weird. I don't care enough to kill this person, but if anyone else wants to, I don't care enough to stop them. Might just have to kill Dwight to feel anything, again. Yeah, that was fun, but I don't want to get ahead of myself or I'm investing in something that might hurt me, so I don't know. Maybe we'll just see how it goes, or maybe they'll realize I'm not the one for them. They seem pretty smart, so that's probably what will happen. I gotta learn to go easier on myself. Who could love me if I can't love myself? Have you ever felt absolutely nothing inside? It's fine. You survived the first day. As far as accomplishments go, this is a good one. I love how you have a different voice only for Trapper. Yeah, because it's the only one I can really do a different voice for. I'm not good with female voices. I tried to do kind of a Russian voice for Huntress, and I failed miserably. You open your eyes, the sun is shining. There's not a cloud in the sky. Okay, time out. There's not a cloud in the sky, but when you look to the background, there are tons of clouds in the sky. Remember, it's not a mistake. That was intended. It's not a bug. It's the fog. I'm sorry. You're not even suspicious of the fact that you fell asleep by a campfire but woke up several yards down the beach. Wait, are you on vacation? Was yesterday nothing more than a strange dream? No, not a dream. You really are here for another day. Why? I have no idea. You're obviously a weirdo. Speaking of weirdos, I see the rest of the game is hanging out on the beach. This is definitely not a dream. I wouldn't rule out a nightmare yet, though. At least they make for a sexy bunch, no? Here comes the trickster carrying coffee. Yeah. That just looks like death. Hey, yo. Trickster. Ha ha. Remember what you said. Remember. Remember, you said that. I still love the fact that he has an inflatable bat. I think that's a not. They did well with the giant. I know. I did say it was too late. What's listed today's important one? My only regret is that I won't be a bigger part of it. Budgeting issues. Also, I'm just swamped with engagements, especially on the other island. Trickster winks at you. If you want to ask him how to reach the other island, now is the never mind, he left. Well, at least he brought me a cup of... No, wait, don't drink that. They don't call him Trickster because he's good on a skateboard. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Yasmina. And he definitely didn't get that name because he brings people drinks so they can have a good morning. That was almost certainly not coffee, and I don't want anyone casually poisoning, imprisoning, and torturing you yet. This is supposed to be a tropical paradise, the type of place you give a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up review to, not an eternal prison of pain. And please make sure you leave a review, it really helps with the algorithms. Just trust me, I'm looking out for you. So, can we please move on? Hey, wait a second. How did a possibly omniscient, possibly unreliable narrator physically just knock that coffee out of your hand? I don't know. This is not Parliament, and the floor does not recognize the ocean to speak out of turn at this moment. I need no recognition, for I am the ocean. I dominate the land. I submerge those who defy me and become their watery grave. So who wants to bet that the narrator is like the Watcher and the ocean is the entity? Actually, speaking of graves, I would like to say something. Something of grave importance. Fine, go ahead. Even if this place is an eternal prison of pain, and I'm not saying it is, even a place of extreme horror can still receive a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10 thumbs up review if it was crafted with love and or I accidentally clicked the button. You know, the ocean is right. A lot of hard work goes into this place. You should really judge it on the artist's intent and whenever possible start from the mindset of giving them the benefit of the doubt. Constructing these elaborate simulations, I mean vacations, is not easy to do. Sometimes there are some small bugs or inconsistencies, and that's just the nature of the process. Perfection is overrated, the universe is filled with mysteries. Please stop complaining about the fact that we almost killed someone with a bug in the Trickster. We ought to celebrate those who venture to bare their souls as part of the creative process, with the ultimate intent of making things for our enjoyment and not be overly critical of them. Like, this is the part where, like, you know, Matthew Cody is kind of like, look, we need to make them feel guilty of the fact that we don't know how to program the game, so they'll stop calling us out on it. There were bugs that were fixed when we put other things into the game, meaning we had bugs for years, and we admitted after the fact that they were actually, that's the way it was originally supposed to be. So, like, this is him basically saying, guilt them into feeling bad for us. Are you trying to sell me on this place actually being good? You don't have to say it like that, especially after I saved you from that poorly made cup of coffee. Sorry, we should have been here 5 minutes ago. They always do this on the second morning. Sad, really. Even if they do make some great points. Oh, sure, they make great points. I agree. Can we please move on? Oh, yes, of course. Apologies, Milkman D. The last few minutes aside, have you been enjoying your time here on the island? Yes, that voice. I think that's perfect for them at the moment, since they're the ones who are constantly interrupting the... Actually... I think that's perfect for them right now. Yes, I have been having a lovely time. Oh, lovely. We'd love to hear that, especially... because isn't that what this place is all about? Finding love? No. Shut up, Dwight. You'll get us all killed. Again. And again. And again. We do need to ask you one more question, though. We had to sign away our rights to say anything negative about this place. Would you please sign this non-disparagement agreement? Sure. Yes, I would hereby agree to participate in a verbal contract stating that I, Milkman D, will never say anything negative about my stay here on the island. Perfect! Delightful! Excellent! Yes, yes! Hey, Milkman D, it's still totally cool if you have constructive feedback. The place to leave that is in a positive review because we all know that nobody reads negative reviews of games from resorts like this. Anyway, I see Dwight and Claudette have gone into a trance with the grumbling I hear from your belly. That can only mean one thing. Breakfast. Perfect timing. Everyone rolls into the dining area to lard up those sexy little bellies with pancakes and bacon. And so much for maintaining these beach bods. We're all half naked in a tropical paradise. Can we get some strawberries here? A yogurt? Magic powers only get you so far. Even killers watch their sodium intake. You take your plate and sit down, thinking about yesterday and the whirlwind of feelings you experienced. Danger, dread, disorientation. It was like going through puberty again, except all in one day on a beautiful and mysterious island. It looks like you're not the only one doing some introspection, though. Trapper stands up to talk about how his day went, in case anyone was wondering. Personally, I wasn't. Let me clear my voice real quick. I'm going to take a sip of my drink, and we're going to get this done. Ah, yes.
I can't imagine you can make me any angrier today than you did yesterday. But I really hope you do. I really, really hope you do. Unrelated. Anyone see where I left my cleaver? Ha, just kidding. I always know where my cleaver is.
Oh, that was bizarre. Back to your breakfast. Nope. Now Hunter steps up to talk about her feelings. I feel stirring inside my animal heart. Something I've never felt before. It's almost like the feeling right before I go in for the kill. But softer. Warmer. Also, this game takes hours to get through, by the way. I was busy, but I remembered you asked. Okay, so it may be the case that we're doing this again next week. Gotcha. Sounds like it could be love, or maybe just some indigestion from all that raw beef she had last night. Oh well, that surely must be it. No one else would weirdly stand up during breakfast too, and just like that, here comes Spirit. If I looked especially well rested this morning, it's not because I slept well. As you know, I'm much too dedicated to finding revenge to ever sleep again. But because you all really left me alone yesterday to be my best non-constantly annoyed self, and I thank you for that. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going back to quietly resenting being trapped here with you all, and looking cute while doing so. Guessing Wraith has had enough time to work up the courage to speak in front of the group. Ah, perfect, there he is. Take us home, Wraith. Oh, hey, that was fun yesterday, huh? Yeah, I mean, like, not too much fun. That would be weird, but like a good amount of fun. And now they're all looking at you expectantly. Wait, are you supposed to stand up and explain how yesterday made you feel? I need to process everything by myself. I'll see you all soon. There you go. Yeah, apparently you can die in this game. You're getting good at this game, or true to life experience. Shame you didn't get any breakfast, but so be it. Do I need to save my game, by the way? Can you save your game? Yes! I've been playing this for an hour. Okay, we have a save file. Gotcha. After breakfast, you head to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. Before you get there, though, something catches your attention. You hear that? Who are you addressing, me? Well, yeah, I guess. That is okay, right? You know, I might be pursuing a relationship with one of these 4 fine killers, but it feels like the person I'm getting to know the most is you, narrator. If you die, it takes you back prior to where you were just before dying. Good! It's only okay in so much as it serves to illustrate that you've lost your mind, seeing how not real and all. Yeah, I heard it this time. I think it's coming from behind the bull shed. No, stick it in there. A little more, a little more. Yes, that's it, yes. How does it feel? Intense? Nice. Yeah, that feels right. This is uncomfortable. I want you to take that and put it right. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Just like that? Exactly like that. I swear I had no idea these two even do whatever it is they're doing. I'm afraid to look. I'm not! Wow, look at this super cool bottle of Trickster Brand's Trickster Brand Sundan lotion someone left on a chair. Anyone know where I can buy some? Come on, a little privacy, please. I mean, let's be honest. Not what I expected. Oh, I didn't know anyone else. Know how else to let you know I was here and that I could hear. Well, you know. Know what? What do you think you were doing? You were doing, I don't know exactly what it was you were doing, but it sounded like fun? You think people trying to find new ways to kill each other in a desperate search to make their own death permanent is fun? Oops. We get 5 minutes to ourselves every day, and we spend it hoping if we stab each other in just the right spot, we won't get resurrected. I've come to believe that the key to finding the exact place we need to bleed out from, and I believe that place is in our appendix. Why else would it be there? Well, it didn't make sense to me. You actually think we were me and him? Dwight? Sorry. You don't have to laugh that hard. They get it. I love the fact she just flat out shamed this man. My life is a nightmare, and yet it's never been worse than right now. Let's go, lover boy. I noted all our injury wounds, and our 5 minutes is up anyway. Good luck, Milk Mindy. You're going to need it. The laugh you just did. I'm trying. I'm trying. And hey, if you figure out how to escape this island, please make sure your ghost tells us how. It was both a tragedy and a comedy. A cragmedy. Shut up, I like it. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah. You're heading to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday wasn't short a lot. So far today has been exhausting too. But you're dedicated to achieving a true centered sense of calm. No drama, just soaking up sun in a heated pool. Today you're on a date with you. I'm having a me party. Ooh, I like that. I want to be on a date with me. Who would make the first move? And aside from that disturbing thought, all is going to plan until a shadow blocks your precious sun. Spiky tipped like a palm tree is bending over to screw with you. But it's no tree at all. Is it Wraith or the Trapper? Oh, it's this guy. Alright, yes, Mina, there you go. Take a moment, soak it all in. Breakfast was weird, huh? Everyone just getting up and announcing how they're feeling? What's that about? Some forced kind of check-in with the group? I don't like it. Fishy. Kind of lazy. Whatever though, breakfast is dumb. No one should eat before noon or after 4 p.m. My brother here does the, what type of fast? Intermittent fasting. Yeah, okay, so I was correct. Yeah, I do intermittent fasting. You mean, you've seen my abs, by the way? It's all Yasmina is staring at the moment. Maybe you can see them later at my private stage on the other island. You know, IP Island, where all the Hollywood celebs hang out, like Michael Myers and Bubba and Sadako. If you play your cards right, I could give you a private show. Catch you around. He's a psychopath just like the rest of them. You don't gotta give him anything, and we're not best friends. Just because we had a little talk about doing a little talking, it's not an open invitation to go smashing the fourth wall every 5 seconds. Yasmina's like, yes it is. Now that we have that guy gone, and we've got some ground rules established that we're definitely going to abide by, it's time to lay back, take some deep, slow breaths, and nope, another shadow. These people will not leave you alone. Let's see who it is this time. Yeah! Should get out of here. I know a place that's quiet and out of the way. No one will be able to hunt us. I mean, hear us. You decide to bring as much as you can. You may have to make a run for it at some point. You should be prepared. Look. I'm not defending myself right now. It is what it is. But of course you washed up on this island with nothing but the clothes on your back, so you've got nothing to gather. Are you ready for this? I mean, they call her the Huntress, not the Hugstress. We're going to change that today. We're going to change. She's going to be the Hugstress when we're done with her. You look up at this towering goddess trying to form a sentence. There's no defending yourself here, huh? Look. No, there's not. Before you can decide if you want to go off with her, the Wraith interjects. I don't usually do this, but I had a dream about you last night, and yeah, I mean, not like a weird dream, but like, I don't know. I wanted to tell you about it. Maybe to hang out with me today? Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen, buddy. Yeah, Huntress does seem pretty great. Buddy, I'm sorry, but this was no contest. Because maybe she'll defend me from these people if they try to kill me. Forest friend, is that blood on your mask, or are you just happy to see me? You and Huntress make your way to the secluded beach. Your heart thrums in your chest. Don't look it up. Thrums is a real word, I swear. Are these nerves of excitement or terror? Isn't it fun to mix the sexy and the horrifying? Have you ever noticed that horror movies usually mix... not really... I haven't really seen it in a lot of the new ones, but the old ones did do that. That you would have scenes of death by suffocation with eyes.
Where's the problem?
Huntress is quiet as a mouse as she guides you through the island forest. You struggle to keep up with her. She moves like a jungle cat, all muscle, and silent leaps across thorny brush. She halts suddenly and you crash into her, having been desperate trying to keep up. You follow her gaze and realize that you've arrived, a cabin in the woods, obligatory in nearly all horror films and stories, and you've come here willingly with a fearsome killer. Great job, I mean, really. The cabin is cozy, but something seems off about it. You can't quite put your finger on what it is. It's the Thompson house, but in a tropical paradise. Hunter stares at you through her bunny mask, cocking her head to the side as if trying to gauge your reaction to her hideaway. Are you going to invite me inside? Why do you need an invitation? Are you a vampire? I might be. Oh, come on, buddy. You can do better than that. See, she's disappointed now. See. We could have made a joke about it, had a good time, and you just ruined everything, buddy. Elriz, yes. Let's explore. I don't know what this means. You follow her inside. It's creepy, rickety, and definitely not up to code, but it has a certain homey charm. It looks kind of like something you would hunt ghosts in Phasmophobia. Or rather, it looks like something you should be hunting ghosts in Phasmophobia. You're quite the decorator. She blushes. Indeed she is. A chandelier made of bone hangs directly from the foyer ceiling, and a collection of trinkets lines the mantel. Yeah, same here. Something tells you that the people who once owned these things are not of this mortal coil anymore. Could you be the Huntress's next victim? Maybe. The thought gives you a wicked thrill. Hey, she's looking at you again. What do you think of my collection? I don't feel like there's any good response to this. I know exactly what you're saying. I'm gonna go with the last one. No, that's not what I wanted to say. Okay, never mind. It worked. It worked. I so badly want to know why humans carry around so much peculiar accoutrements. It is a bit much, which means I've got plenty to share. Here, take this. A skeleton key. Okay, can we pause for a moment? Is there going to be a hatch at the end of the game? If so, I just won the game. She gives you one of her precious shiny objects to keep. No one's going to talk about how Huntress doesn't know what a key is, but does know the word accoutrement. Okay, moving on then. I can't wait to go treasure hunting with you. We could find so many more goodies on the island. But first, what do you think of the other killers on the island? I mean, Trickster's pretty out there, but everyone else seems like they have interesting backstories and whatnot. I like how he just shamed the Trickster. He's like, yeah, the Trickster exists, but let's talk about the other three. A little gossip, huh? What are you playing at, Milkman D? Huntress considers this for a beat. She seems to have two modes, thoughtful and explosive. You hope to never be in the splash zone when the explosive part emerges. Why? Are you jealous? Before you can answer, the house begins to shake. Huntress loses her balance on the termite-infested floor and falls into your arms. You are not mad about it, but before you have time to enjoy taking this moment in, crab people! I feel like I am in Skyrim at the moment. No, not Skyrim. What was the one before it? Then again, if it's killer crabs, this might be more Fallout to Murloc. Anyway. It's an attack. A horde of killer crabs invaded through the crevice in this poorly constructed house. They race at you in Huntress's forms, clacking their razor-sharp claws at you. You must act quickly. What will you do? I will grab a Shaska. You quickly reach out and grab a Shaska off the wall. Being a highly educated person that you are, you know that a Shaska is a Russian sword, not an umbrella or can of cola or something of that nature. Yeah! Back to back with Huntress, you both hack away at the attacking crustaceans. Yeah! You manage to slay the majority of the crabs. The ones you miss go scurrying away back into their hidey holes. Huntress turns to you with a gaze that's full of passion and intrigue. However, before it bubbles over, she looks away, suppressing this feeling. Is she nervous? Huntress sits down on the wicker couch and begins cleaning the guts off her hatchet. It's an obligatory scene for every killer. You're just happy not to be the source of what she's wiping off. Looks like we're having crab for dinner. She doesn't smile at your joke. She has that ponderous look on her face again. You join her on the couch. Man, sometimes those near-death experiences really get me thinking about what I want in life. I really think I'd like to start a family one day. How about you? Yes. Would love to be a parent one day. Huntress smiles. I love my dear mother so much. I can't wait to have that sort of relationship with my daughter one day. Teach her everything I know. And I won't be killed by some horrible elk. Not on this island, at least. What were you as a kid? You try to imagine this giantess as a meek child in a puffer coat wandering about the forest. Huntress chuckles, her laugh quite cute and soft. I was so innocent. I hunted to survive, then went back to the cottage and my mother would tell me stories. And we'd drink tea and imagine a life far away from the woods, somewhere like this. I suppose I finally achieved what she always wanted from me. But since coming here, something feels off. It's beautiful and warm, and everyone is so attractive. Like thirst traps galore. I wonder if that's on purpose. But don't you get the feeling that something is coming for us? Oh no, she's onto you. But onto you about what? Swirling memories rush through your head, nightmares, visions of a dark cloud. Claudette and Dwight's vacant stares that belay some sort of hypnosis. Quick, validate her theory or push it off. Yes, I think you're onto something. What do you know? How long have you all been here? Do you remember anything at all about why we might be here? I've been having these dreams, seeing things. I think we're all serving some greater purpose here. Huntress reveals a strange object that she stole from near the stage where Trickster performs. It has some strange symbol on it. It's a bottle. Oh, it's a message in a bottle, yeah. Oh, it's a label, never mind. She hands it over to you, but before she can explain her theory, Claudette These two, I swear. We have a dramatic announcement, but it needs to happen back at the beach. I hate you both. You arrive at the beach and realize you were set up. This is no big announcement at all. What we have here is a good old-fashioned rivalry. It's true, exactly like that voice that we cannot hear, and certainly Art referencing says. We were forced to interrupt your lovely date by another killer. They are here and ready to make you an offer of love you won't be able to deny. Okay, give me a moment so I can actually try to read this. Trapper emerges from the water. Is he in slow motion? He's pure thirst. He's Paul Newman on horseback. He's Denzel on the cover of GQ. Manly manliness brought to life. I love the fact that he's wearing like the old 1950s jumper style bathing suit. Actually, I think that may be more 1930s. Huh? Like, that's how male bathing suits were back in the long, long ago. Oh, so is he holding his breath under there this whole time waiting for his cue? That's commitment to a bit if I've ever seen it.
Heard you've spent the day in a quaint cottage. That's cute. How about a quaint mansion, question mark? Or better yet, how about one on each continent? Yes, I'm including Antarctica. I'm really, really rich. Think of how cozy we can get there in a snowy 10-bedroom chateau. One of those pools that is half indoor, half outdoor, but nice and warm throughout. That way you can kill a mama polar bear from the outside while watching her cubs cry over her body from the inside.
Oh, Trapper is the real deal, and by real I mean really, and by deal I mean evil.
Plus, you really want to hunt for your food for the rest of your life? With me, you can get it both ways. Savagery and someone to clean it up after you. Sounds nice, huh?
As if. That isn't the life for me, bro. I'm very impressed you can speak with implied quotation marks. Very cool. This guy is a total nozzle. Try hard much? He's like the turn of the century Pacific Northwest version of a Wall Street bro. Trust me, it tracks. Patrick Bateman with a huge chip on his shoulder. You wouldn't go with him if he were brandishing a cleaver at you. He is! Thanks, but no thanks. I'm into a quieter lifestyle. I relish my independence, and I don't need someone to wipe my butt for me. Yeah! Yeah!
You know what? I'm impressed that you stood up to me. I appreciate someone giving me the totally honest opinion, even if that opinion makes me want to carve out your liver. And the butt wiping comment? It's not what I meant by clean up after you, but I'm hiring someone to do that for me the moment I get home.
Yeah. Huntress leads you back to her cabin. You thought you'd remember the way, but it's like the forest has completely changed. Nothing is familiar. Better not get lost here. Can you believe that guy? Classic Trapper pulling a tractor. Wow. Trapper pulling a move like that. I'm so glad you chose me, though. I don't think we've explored all there is between us yet. She winks a bunny-masked eye and scoops you onto her back. So is she Edward Cullen and I'm Bella? Are we gonna go flying from tree to tree to tree? Huntress runs through the... Yeah! Huntress runs through the woods with you piggyback riding her. The wind ruffles your hair. Animals clear a path for the mighty woodswoman as she races by like the lead from that famous Man, why? Why? Why am I thinking the same thoughts as this game? I'm like one step ahead of this so far. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. Whee! Apparently she gently lowers you to the ground and you take in your surroundings. A wooden clearing in the forest. Huntress prances about like a deer in a meadow. I love the music in the background right now. Yeah, it probably is bad, actually. The music in the background is so epic. I like to come here sometimes to clear my head and hack a few cute woodland creatures. Foxes are my favorite to slaughter. They think they are so cute and sly, but I see right through them. They're great with hot sauce. Huntress hears rustling and darts off to find its source, crouching low like an animal. Now you're alone in the middle of the forest. Which way did you come from again? No idea, your sense of direction is all off. A mellifluous voice. Time out. How can it be a voices? I love the fact that they basically point out, hey, there's typos and other things in this game, just run with it. Landing your ears like syrupy honey. Come find me! You're actively representing the entire community with this game. Bang? Hooked on you? Murder. I love how they tried to use a fancy word. Yeah, they did. Community with this game. Yeah, more or less, more or less. Alright, let's try this. Oh. Ah! Yeah! But more or less perfect. Oh, crap. Yeah! Not bad. It's close enough. You bop Huntress on your shoulder when you find her. She high-fives you with her hatchet. You trying to date this young lady? Or just brow down all day, or bro down all day? You're so good at hiding. I'm having a real blast. They say it takes 10,000 hours of practice to get good at something. Hey, they do say that. Oh yeah, it was fun, huh? Just trying to relax and have a good time, but it's really hard for me. Anytime I let my guard down, something terrible happens. So, Claire, you said if I die, it starts me back right before I died, right? It starts me back up right before I died, right? I just want to make sure. Okay, I just want to make sure because, oh no! Read the room wrong. 9:46 is the last time this saved. Here for a good reason this time. Yeah, no one is manipulating us this time. It's just time for dinner. Come get some grub. I'm so disappointed right now. Yeah, look at him trying to fix. Yeah, I want to go back and fix that. Fun day you're having. I can see it written in your face. You're shining, and that's not just a remaining anxious sweat of spending an afternoon with a psycho killer. No, you really feeling this romantic experience. Don't worry, I'll keep your dirty little secrets. But enough gentle ribbing. It's time to get back to business. I should have saved. It wouldn't let me. Tell you what I'm going to do. I can't go back and... I can't go back and just kind of skip forward. Yeah, I probably should have. He would have been dead. Wraith is here too. We're not going to do the gag where they cram the screen at the same time, so just leave it there. Da 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 da. With your love on the line, everyone is being careful not to offend you by saying the wrong thing. Congrats, by the way, on getting this far. I'm surprised, as you are, that these four are falling for you. No, not because of your personality, but because you just met them yesterday. However, since Trapper seems like the biggest long shot to end up holding onto your heart, he throws caution to the wind and speaks up. It's a pretty small consolation prize for being the least loved killer on Murderer's Island, but hey, letting them have this moment in the spotlight is the least we can do, and heaven knows they won't do any better than that.
If I'm dining solo, I'm eating what I want. And you're all eating it too. Lamb shank, rare, salt, pepper, no sauces allowed. And serve it with one single piece of broccoli, so Wraith won't complain.
I like broccoli. Gives me
horrible gas.
Oh, I don't like that.
Buddy, wait until you smell what rare lamb does to my bowels. It's awesome!
Dinner will be served shortly, but certain power brokers would like to know about your day. Would you like to share your day with the rest of the group?
You got an interesting day for sure, but how do you describe it to the others? Say too much or too little and it could affect your standing with the group. Okay, but don't just sit there saying nothing. Nothing is not an option. Tell your brush with death. Joke about having kids. What if we talk about I feel like talking about having... How about a brush with... I'm going to go with a brush with death on this one, because I don't know what having kids surrounding by this group of people will... You know what? Actually, I'm going to joke about... No, she didn't like jokes. She didn't like the jokes, so I'm going to talk about the brush with death. Today was nuts. We went to Huntress's secret cabin, and killer crabs attacked us. It's true. I'll fall asleep tonight with the delicious sound of crunching crustaceans.
That never would have happened on my yacht. I grind them up. Much more satisfying way to kill crabs. At least, those kind of crabs. I have to comb for the other kind.
Okay. Dwight and Claudette bring out dinner. Everyone eats in silence. No one trusts anyone now, and they're all very tired. Oh, wait. No, sorry. That's a dreary supernatural horror thriller set in Antarctica. Ah, and we're all very tired. Not a charming parody dating sim set in an undisclosed tropical paradise.
Bony appetite.
Don't you mean bone?
No, almost everything we serve has a lot of bones in it. Even the vegetables. Impossible to avoid on this island.
Everyone eats without speaking. Tensions are rising, both of the sexual and deadly variety. When everyone finishes, Dwight and Claudette come back to clean the table. They linger around you as they pick up your plate, take your napkin, and dust crumbs off the table. What would you like to say to the servants? Thank them. Your top-notch service is much appreciated.
Everyone, if you would please be so kind as to follow us to the fire pit, we greatly appreciate it. We've been told something big is going to happen, something that will change everything. You can go willingly or unwillingly. You have no choice. Tough cookies.
Did you have a choice on how you said that, dweeb?
Yes, and I immediately regret how I did.
Something needs to change around here. Fire's rebirth. Fire illuminates the soul, and I hope fire isn't too smoky. Smoke hurts my eyes. I have very sensitive eyes. I'm also horribly afraid of it. The fire, I mean, not the eyes, because of childhood trauma involving fire. And finally, everyone starts moving toward the fire pit, if only to get away from Wraith's complaining. You take a seat on a comfortable log, feeling the fire's heat against your skin, and wait for other killers to take their places. Wondering who will want to tell the story this time. Will narrator tell a story? I bet they've got a stunningly creative mind. Hey, you think, are they allowed to simply place thoughts in my mind like this? Doesn't seem fair. Everyone makes their way in, but something unexpected happens. Nothing. Nothing happens.
Something almost always seems to happen here, so nothing is probably not a great sign. Dun dun dun! Oh, cool, and now everyone is looking at you. So, you know, do something. Should I pick someone to tell a story, or we could play charades? Boggle? Why don't you tell us a story? Wraith points his spine and skull staff thingamajig at you. You duck out of its way. Who knows what that thing can do? Probably shoot lasers. Probably not.
Try not to bore us.
We're just very interested in you. Don't speak for me, Huntress. Okay. So, we're saving? Now, you can't tell if you're warm from the fire or if it's your nerves heating up. I know that the fire is right here, but maybe if we stop talking about it all the time, we can start to pretend it's not here and doesn't, you know, threaten to burn us alive. He's not supposed to hear me? Get out of here, Wraith. Milkman D was about to make an important decision about telling the story or not. Alright, I'll tell a story. Yeah. There you go. There you go. What kind of story do you want to tell? A romance, an adventure, an action. Oh, and I can't save at the moment. Adventure story. Why? You like your Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson movies. How about some adventure?
Now we're talking.
I really like to go fishing. Oh wait, that's it? Not much of a story. Barely even a thought. My pun was better than that story. You sure you already say? No, you're kidding. I was just kidding. What kind of story do you want to tell? A personal story. It's a bit of a love story. Yes, it's about two strong hunters who meet when they try to bludgeon the same wily Wolverine. Yes. No, Trickster, we're not talking about your lore and what you did to poor Yoon Jin. Not to say that Yoon Jin was a good person. About my parents, they met at a party in college. He was hosting, she'd been dragged there by some friends. Oh. I can talk about it. They couldn't have been more different, and yet as the night went on, they were drawn to each other. She made fun of his taste in music and took an interest in her major, women's studies. They were married within 2 months.
It's soon to know if you can trust someone, don't you think?
Wow. It's so sweet. Exactly, I learned a lot about love from them. If you know, you know. Some people don't need years to get acquainted with someone. Love could spark from a look across a campfire. Now you've got their attention. Each killer is furiously attempting to catch your eye from across the fire pit. It's quite alarming, actually, except for Trickster, who has his headphones in and is loudly playing his own music to drown you out. Okay, that was not a very good story. I don't mean to insult you, but it is actually quite bad. Sorry, but this narrator keeps it real. We can't just end there. So who else would you like to hear a story from tonight? You look from killer to killer to decide who might be most entertaining. Yeah. My neck of the woods isn't wanting for horrifying mythology. Mother once told me the story of a young man who was traveling back home after the war. Which war? Doesn't matter. I just wanted some backstory details to paint a picture.
I'll paint you a picture if you want.
The man was lost and running out of food rations. He stopped to rest for the night underneath a majestic birch tree. That's when he saw the woman, naked, skin glistening in the twilight glow. They sang a haunting melody as if They made their way downhill toward the inviting lake. Enchanted by the music, the young man followed the parade of beautiful women until they stopped in a clearing next to the water. They turned to him and smiled. One woman with long red hair stepped forward and reached for his hand. The others began to play music, flutes, lutes, tambourines. Their music was intoxicating. The man's feet began to move beneath him. I feel like he's going to get drowned. He was dancing, moved by the magical music of these mysterious women. That or he's going to dance until he dies. Twilight darkened into night, and the man grew weary. But when he tried to still his moving feet, he found that he could not. Yeah, he's going to dance himself to death. "Help, I cannot stop dancing," he cried to the nearest woman, a slender woman with green hair. She drew near him, and he saw her features distorted into something horrific. She was bloated and eyes hanging from one socket, skin the color of algae. A rusalka. I'm guessing that's kind of like a mermaid? Her true self. "You'll never stop dancing," she screeched at him. "My sisters and I were drowned in this lake by men of your regiment. Consider this your punishment." The man cried out, "But it wasn't me." "Someone must pay," the rusalka said, her voice filled with briny malice. So the man danced and danced until his bones broke and his heart gave out. The dance of death. Silent beat as everyone takes in this macabre ending. Or would it be macabre? Macabre or macabre? I think it's macabre. But that's not all. Rusalkas are also fertility goddesses. If a lady had stumbled across them, she would have been blessed with a fruitful womb, and probably some candy for the road. She really does. She really thinks that's a happy ending? I want what Huntress is having. Yeah, that was story time. A lot of people like to take pot shots at sequels, but I think every good story deserves a follow-up. When you think it's the end, the sequel is almost never as rewarding as the original. That's why I'm much more of a fan of episodic style of storytelling. Knowing it's a series takes a lot of pressure off any individual installment, and builds a greater sense of community between audience and creator. Tell me, Milkman D, if you could delete any sequel from existence, what would it be? Don't answer that, we don't actually care. We're just here to make sure that we seamlessly move on to the next segment of the evening. Well, thanks. God forbid my small talk get in the way of any romantic Twilight moment. Dwight, I'm gonna need you to shut your yap trap. You know that we need to get back to that thing we do whenever we're not on screen. Okay, you have fun tonight and try not to, wink wink, end up dead. Why do you say the words wink wink out loud, and what kind of double entendre are you getting at with the end up dead thing? Dwight is physically incapable of winking, not since the accident. And you do know that all these people are despicable criminals with double-digit kills, right? Well, except Spirit, she really doesn't belong here. She's strictly a victim, not a perpetrator. No wonder she's angry. I hear someone trash-talking Spirit? Deal me in. My voice did not pull off the trapper.
What do you say we talk to the hot tub so I can soak this bar while I roast that ghost with some killer hot takes?
These enough burns, things that are lit are getting blazed. It's enough that these activities have to be set next to a literal fire. Must be surrounded by figurative flames as well. What if we turned and ran away from this place for good, you and me? Those spindly legs you probably tire before you get too far. It's just running away to someplace more secluded. Okay. Oh! Alright, so I need to pick someone. Yeah. I mean, you guys know who I'm picking. Poor Yasmina. Because, that guy. Oh! 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 Okay. She's considering eating me. Huntress licks her lips as she eyes you up and down. You never felt like a literal piece of meat this much in your life before. What have you gotten yourself into? Let's go over to the bar. I'm gonna make you something special. You and Huntress whisk yourself away to the bar, and when you arrive to find an arrangement of arts and crafts supplies? And are those taxidermy tools? Cool, cool, cool. Are you freaking out? I'm not freaking out. Am I about to make a mask? Am I about to make a mask? You wonder what's going through the Huntress's head. Though she's bubbly and enthusiastic, you're always terrified she might snap. Something on your mind? She smiles. Drink this. Okay. Huntress hands you a normal tropical cocktail. If one were to drug you into some sort of state in which you could be operated on, these flavors would certainly hide the poison. You look around and consider what else there is to live for besides becoming Huntress's little toy, and the conclusion is bombs away. You pound the drink, and it's quite nice. I've been thinking about making you a present. A mask. Would you be into that? Absolutely. Absolutely. What would you like? A rabbit mask, an anglerfish mask, or a fluffy cat mask? I mean, I'd willingly put on the moose head, if you'd ask. I would put on the moose head. No questions asked. Rabbit mask. One like yours, please. Okay, never mind. Oh. Her face lights up. Oh wait, is this brilliant? We can use this as a tactical advantage. Like, there's two of us, we can attack from both sides. Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking. Well, I know what I'm going to be working on tonight. All alone, am I... hello? Hi, should we, like, just get out of here? I swear I hate these two. At least not yet, you cookie kids. Soon. Huntress, you've got a lot of hobbies. Why don't you share something with us that you're passionate about? Something less deadly than throwing axes or chasing survivors. Maybe? Just a thought? Making more masks? Or wait, making matching gloves? No, you little joker. I'm thinking of different type of making our victims die fast, medium, or slow deaths, depending on the mood we're in. It's another round of be careful what you wish for on Murder Island. Dwight, I need your help, doing something in a different place entirely? You read my mind. Meet you there. Talking about mycology, you know, mushrooms. I've picked a lot of them, and I'm very familiar with which ones make for a great soup base, and which ones make you super dead. Probably testing it out on others. I'll show you two mushrooms. You point at the one that's safe to eat. That sounds easy enough. Which one of these is safe and which one of these is deadly? That's the question at this point. Which one of these is safe and which one of these is deadly? Go with this one? I can't.
I literally can't save right now, because when I click on it, nothing. So I'm going with the black one. That's what I thought it was. Pointed the one that wrote instant death if you eat it, and I believe, in all honesty, it's the yellow one. Alright, which one will make you vomit until you die? And I know this one. I know this one because the white one is the one that'll make you vomit till you die. Alright, and perfect score! I am so proud of myself right now. So proud of myself right now, as I should be. Alright. Alright. Alright, come in handy for Strike to the Sun, Crouch and Gidley. I appreciate you spending time with me tonight. I know the other killers are all very alluring in their own way. It means a lot that you'd spend time with a forest bumpkin such as myself. And so then, oh! Okay, so we're gonna play this game. We're gonna play this game with her. Never expected that you would know your mushrooms. That's called luck. Except for the last one. The last one I knew. Huntress Chuckles. Definitely kill Wraith, because I'd probably kill him by accident anyways. Because I would die in the forest, so would I. Reality, I probably would too, because even though I picked it out in the game, some of them look extremely similar in real life, and so I'd probably still screw it up. Nearly smashed his head in just reaching for the salt at lunch today. Hanky Panky with Spirit because she seems really bendy. Mary Trapper, unfortunately, because he's the only one who could survive in my cabin and make himself useful. In any scenario, I'd be very upset. How about you? I would kill them all. Kill, kill, kill. Hunter swoons a little. We're here! Claudette and Dwight are gathering everyone together on the beach. Typical. Exactly what the voice said. I'm telling you, and I'm being honest, that you're the only one who can hear me. The gang's all together again on the volleyball court. Seems like only yesterday you were sitting on the sidelines watching everyone get sweaty. That's because it was. Oi, feels like I've been here a lot longer than that, actually. It's so late that the sun is already beginning to rise. Better get this over with quickly so that I mean you, can get some beauty rest. I do not recommend the eternal damnation of perpetual narratordom. Good thing you've really used your time well since then. Really getting to know the gang, the brain, the mogul, the basket case, the psychotic bunny girl. You know, the four types of people. Which is absolutely correct. It's the four types of people. Huh. Anyway, everyone is gathered on the volleyball court for a new type of game. Dun dun dun! Pitch your dream date and see who Milkman D chooses. Who's ready for a round robin? How round are we talking? No, not to eat, Huntress.
Each killer gets 2 minutes to tell you about the dream date they have planned for you tomorrow. In no particular order, which is a weird thing to mention, right? Almost like the order does matter. Spirit, why don't you go first? Get this over with, and then you can go back to reading your book. Stop talking. Hit us, Spirit. Figuratively, Dwight. You gotta watch your words with these people. Tomorrow you'll spit in the face of God, die, and be reborn anew. That's it? If you're not intrigued by that, I don't want you to go draw crayon art with Trapper or dig up whatever mysteries with Ray. I don't know what those guys do all day. Do you at least want to specify which god you be spitting in the face of? All of them. Okay then, so hydrate tonight if you intend to hang with Spirit. Trapper, without further ado, would you like to make us all uncomfortable by pushing the boundaries of what's acceptable, not only in polite society, but within the narrative of this in-world event, and also the larger meta-narrative of a Dead by Daylight dating experience? Sometimes you just gotta say it.
Why, yes, thank you. I'd love to. So, Milkman D, you're thinking about picking me. Well, this is your final warning. Pick me and be punished. And rewarded? Tomorrow will suck. Probably. I'm not an easy guy to get along with. I know that. But I can tell you this much. I'm hiding a secret on this island that will make fans poop themselves with excitement. If you like Trapper, you're gonna love it. And if you're not, you're a maggot. Also, everyone, even confident, sexy ladies in rabbit masks, better stay away from my yacht.
Sorry. Anyway, Ray? Well, I don't know. I'd prefer to just tell Milkman D privately. I don't really know how that's going to work with these game mechanics. What if you just whispered it to Milkman D? Wrath considers this for a long moment, too long. Well, that's fine. Without moving, Wraith lowers his voice to a barely audible whisper. Tomorrow we have to find my bell, and then I can finally tell you what I've been working on. It's going to be really special, the kind of thing where we really bond. Maybe finally get off this island, and maybe then we can go on a real date. Okay. You done? Is that it? Wraith nods, proud. Great! Hunters, why don't you take it from here? Tomorrow morning I'm planning on a nice atmospheric breakfast on the yacht. Don't worry, Trapper won't even know it's gone.
What was that?
Nothing, go away. Then, boy oh boy, I've got such an adventure planned. It involves hunting for treasure. What kind of treasure are we looking for? Guess you'll have to pick me to find out. Let me tell you, it's primo stuff. Now, if you don't mind, I've got to start preparing because it's clear already that you're going to pick me. Confident, mysterious. I like that. And time's up, everyone. Gosh, you need to dream about these options so you're ready to choose in the morning. Now go dream all these swoon-worthy options so that you're ready to make a choice come dawn. You have a swell night. Did you two forget to mention something? Oh, how we forget, before you run off to slumber, peacefully there's one thing to do. No survival reality dating competition parody would be complete without singling out one of our contestants who is already teetering on the edge of a psychological break, and giving them a little push. Hold up. This has been a survival dating competition parody this entire time, and I'm just now finding out about it? Come on, the signs were there. You just didn't read them. Welcome to Murderer's Island! And now it's time to eliminate one of the killers. It's like butchering, but it hurts even worse. You can't kill a killer, but can you break their heart? Do you dare to even try? You mean... That's right! Tomorrow one of these sexy slicers will not be eligible to take you on a date. Who's it gonna be? But why? Because it's dramatic? Because it's surprising? Because it's a classic reversal of fate? And it will hurt someone's feelings. Someone dangerous. Dun dun dun! So what's it gonna be, champ? What's your thought process here? Trapper seems like he might throttle you in your sleep if you eliminate him. That being said, at least you'd see him coming. Spirit could be anywhere. She floats, and I hear she can disappear. Hard to track. If you get rid of Wraith, he might cry, although I totally support normalizing men crying and being vulnerable. It just seems like he might be an ugly crier. Huntress, she might pretend to be okay with it, but then you start seeing her behind every tree. What I'm trying to say is, I don't envy you, boss. So which sociopath are you eliminating? It's very simple. Trapper, you scare me. You are eliminated.
That's fair. Honestly, though, I don't care. You suck. But not in a good way. You bore me, you personality-free maggot. It would even be fun to cure you. Which I was totally going to do tomorrow, the first chance I got. So really, this is win-win for both of us. Still might cure you, though. Out of principle for eliminating me. Sleep with both eyes open, and have fun on your date tomorrow.
Now that you've broken the heart of someone heartless, you should go get some shut-eye. Oh, sorry. And don't worry too much about the broken heart you left behind, because of course they'll be receiving a consolation prize. They might not get to go home with Milkman D when this is all over, but they'll never sleep alone again. That's right, we're sending our eliminated player home with... Real talk? I don't know why Dead by Daylight hasn't been actually trying to sell these off of their website. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I can see people wanting these. Their own mostly new Trickster body pillow. The next best thing to the real Trickster. It might not hug you back, but it definitely won't try to stab you. And how do we know? Because I've tried it. That's right, it's Dwight tested. Claudette approved. Hope you sleep well tonight, Milkman D. You're my hero for what you've accomplished. How can you sleep tonight knowing what you've done? No, not because of the guilt. I mean knowing that there's a legit homicidal maniac who hates you so close by. How can you sleep tonight knowing what you'll do tomorrow? I don't know how you'll do it, but you better go before Dwight and Claudette come back and put you to sleep themselves. You know those two. Schedule, schedule, schedule. Alright, I need some water real quick, so hold on. What a crazy way to end the day, an elimination. I don't know if it was that kind of game. Let's check in with everyone, especially with our loser. Everyone deserves a send-off. I can't help it if I have thick arms and legs that go until they stop. I knew we had a connection from the moment I saw them through my mask. But you never can be sure what's going on in the newcomers' minds. But I like my odds for tomorrow. It's so fun hunting for love, and not for food and vengeance for a change. I don't really know what's happening here. I honestly haven't been paying attention. Oh, Milkman D, sorry, I forgot I'm focusing on other things, more important things. One way or another, I won't be here for much longer.
I don't handle rejection well. At least, I don't think I do. No one has ever been dumb enough to reject me before. Yeah, the more I think about it, the angrier I'm getting. And I'm a giant rage monster. So everyone in this room should be scared right now. Turn the camera off.
Did I think there was a chance I might get eliminated? Yeah, I did. Did I care if I got eliminated? Not even a little. Does the volume of words I spend talking about how much I don't care about things signify a deeper yearning within me to be seen, heard, validated by those around me? Nah. What? No, you're not part of this. You don't get a confessional. It's cool, man. I'm not part of anything. You feel me? I'm not a cog in anyone's machine. I'm my own machine. The whole thing has been pretty cute, though. Charmingly low budget, old school marketing vibes. Not gonna lie, kinda wish I wasn't so busy right now. I'd definitely be down with a reality show style dating competition with survival elements. But I got my new album, upcoming tour, finalizing the new sneaker line, producing a limited series of my life, starting a new social media NFT crypto app, and doing those private gigs over on IP Island. My dudes, you gotta come check it out. IP Island, it's dope. It's where the real killers are hanging out. Fully licensed, no legal drama. Lawyers, take a hike. gonna tell everyone that Trickster said that about them. Don't worry. I'm talking about your favorite established characters from all over pop culture that can't be seen on this island. Hell, you probably can't even mention them, like Ghost. Don't you say it. Look, we get it. Very popular and in demand, but we have a game to get back to, and I don't want to get sued. He looks so sad. Ghostface. Whatever, I don't even care. I'm the Trickster. See you around, Milkman D. You two, narrator, give me. He gets whatever he wants. I have a name, you know. You do? Yeah, seriously. They do not pay me enough to deal with you people. Is it my turn? What? No, it's not your turn. You're sitting in water. How are you even sitting in that chair? What's a chair? It's the thing you're getting all wet. Now it's gonna smell like mildew. Okay, rude. Fine, let's just get this over with. It's your turn, Ocean. Do your check-in. Check-in? I was just looking for the bathroom. Bathroom? Are you serious? It's down the hall to the left. It's okay. Never mind. Never mind? What does that mean? No, not you two. This wasn't meant to be confessional literally for every character in this game. It's okay. We don't have to confess anything. We're just working for the 2 days straight and wanted to sit down somewhere. This chair is wet. Yeah, I think the Ocean just peed on it. How was that? You know what? I don't care. You two are looking pleased, pretty pleased with yourselves. I've got something to confess. Okay, great. What's it going to be? You ate glue in 2nd grade? You cheated on an algebra test once? Watching Trapper get eliminated was the first time in the unending spiral staircase of pain that is my life that I felt a modicum of joy. Every minute that I'm alive in this nightmare, this place, this sun, these sweet sugary drinks. It sounds like fun for a long weekend, but for an eternity? The unrelenting rhythm of crashing waves and wailing seagulls is like a crescendoing song of evil that makes me question the very foundation of the universe. Why am I here? Why are any of us here? What kind of sentient being would do this? Please, erase me from this existence. Make it so I was never born. Pull the plug on this experiment and let my soul be free. And please, please, get me out of this polo shirt. It's not even a polo shirt, it's a button-up. Okay, let's get you to bed, buddy. I don't want to go to bed. Going to bed means eventually I'll have to wake up. Yikes. Huh. That was a weird way to end. Well, what are you gonna do? You let the camera roll long enough, someone is bound to say something crazy. Anyway, seems like everyone had their shot to annoy me tonight. So hit the hay and get some rest. Tomorrow is gonna be a doozy. Soft sunlight warms your skin and nudging you awake. Also, you're using a killer crab as a pillow, which is sort of okay with. You knew what would happen. I still have that sword, I hope. You pull on your beach attire and splash water on your face. Dwight and Claudette approach. Is that a look of excitement on their face or terror? You notice your stomach flutters with butterflies. Someone's in love. Or you've been infected with the zombie butterflies in your sleep. It has happened here before, but it's probably the love thing. It's time! Claudette gestures over to the beach, where the killers all stand flanked by tiki torches. It's a scene very reminiscent of a TV show you used to hate watch with your ex. Suddenly the message is clear. You're going to declare your affection for a killer in front of several other killers. Hey, isn't Trickster supposed to be here? We paid him good money to make some, cameos in this show. I'm gonna chew his agent out. Before they walk you over for your big moment, don't think we haven't noticed how kind you've been to us, Milkman D. Can't be easy being thrown onto a mysterious island for seemingly no reason, surrounded by terrifying killers trying to manage your most primal impulses, murder and making out. And you've kept a cool head and treated us, your friendly island hosts, with dignity and respect. So don't tell anyone we told you this, but Claudette and Dwight look around conspiratorially. Just a little hint for you going forward. Don't try to go all the way with a killer who isn't into you. Relationships are two-way streets, And if you don't have a green light in the other direction, you might just end up in the friend zone. The friend zone? Well, that doesn't sound too bad. Where do you think you are exactly? Dead by Daylight doesn't do friends. There are killers and there are survivors, and I'm afraid we can't say anymore. Okay, so who's into me? Claudette and Dwight look around conspiratorially again. Well, I've seen some sparks flying between you and Huntress. I saw her whittling a little figurine of you last night while everyone else was asleep. So are you ready? Of course you're not, but too bad, we're on a schedule. You make your way over to the row of hotties. Claudette and Dwight stand off to the side, hands behind their backs. It's been quite the 48 hours, but there are clearly sparks in the air. And I'm not talking about this rusty chainsaw, though I do recommend staying away from those sparks. It's time for our newcomer to confess their love. Wait, I have to do a drum roll for this. No, you don't. But who cares? Milkmandy, who do you choose for your solo date? Can we at least do the flower thing? Dwight, I thought we agreed to keep that between us. No, not that. Excuse you? No, not that flower thing. The thing where the suitor gets a flower is a symbol of the contestant's love and affection. Oh, right, I suppose, but no roses. They're such a cliche at this point. Well, that's good, because I tried to pick a rose, but I got an ouchie, so I settled for these. Beautiful. You've done good, Dwight. This is a lovely bouquet. Oh, Dwight saved some of these for Claudette. They're a thing, right? You're getting that vibe too? Just me? Sorry, you've got other things to think about right now. I think they're doing more than stabbing each other, yes. Milkman D, who do you select to receive these flowers and spend the day with you today? Yeah, of course. You turn to the Huntress. She's never looked more appealing. Her kaftan dress ruffles beneath her in the light morning breeze. A seagull lands on her shoulder like she's a beachy cartoon princess. She snaps the seagull's neck and stuffs it somewhere under her flowy dress. Probably to save for lunch. She can't help but hunt. Huntress, I choose you. Let's spend the rest of today together and see if we can think a future is possible for our love. Me? Really? Huntress throws her hands up into the air like a bear and gallops towards you. At first you think she might swipe at you with her giant hands and knocks the life out of you. Instead she scoops you up into a hug and takes her place at your side. And she just stuck her tongue out at all the other killers. Sometimes the immature move is the right one. It's sure to be a fun day. We'll just be here not getting to really participate, even though survivors matter too. Well, you go off and have a grand old time. Yes, just Claudette and I hanging out, no one competing for our love, wondering what we did in the past life to end up embroiled in this unrelenting misery. But go, have a blast. Huntress eagerly leads you to the yacht to begin your romantic day together. You have to admit, warm, salty air on your skin, the sound of crashing waves. This is a pretty perfect morning, just you and Huntress. Hey cuties. Ocean's here too. Do you know that I'm teeming with flesh-eating bacteria and dead bodies? That pesky Ocean, always killing the vibe. You turn to Huntress. You sure you're okay here on the ocean? I know you don't like to be out in the open. Something about being here with you makes me feel safe. You both sit down at a beautifully set table on the deck of the boat. A wide spread of mouth-watering breakfast goodies are arranged in front of you. Can we get you anything? You look a bit green. I get extremely seasick. And Trickster replaced all the island's Dramamine with party drugs, so... Wait. How did they get here? Weren't they just on the beach consoling the rejected killers? Are there more than two of them? You motion one of them over. We'll both take a screwdriver, hold the orange... Okay, we're getting she's Russian. Straight vodka. Sounds right. Of course. Hey, can you play this particular song for us? Set the mood? You can write a piece of paper with a song title written on it. Sure, though I doubt the trapper has it in his vinyl collection. Soon the Russian water. Yes, Russian water. Potato water. Soon the haunting melody of Huntress Mother's lullaby streams through the yacht's expensive stereo system. The boat rocks as though to the rhythm of the song. The eerie, melancholy mood is really quite romantic. Breakfast has never been this intimate. You reach out to touch Huntress's hand when suddenly a loud billow scares you. You knock your freshly poured flute of straight vodka onto the pristine deck. It's Trapper. He's screaming at us from the beach. Look how tiny he looks from all the way out here. Huntress squishes his head between her fingers like a child and giggles. Hey, squish your head. Squish your head. The chairs you're sitting on are worth more than your lives. Get back here. He's not wrong. Hey, Claudette, take us out farther. Yeah, hey, Captain. Can she drive a boat? You'll find out. Alone again, nothing but the caw of a seagull and the ominous shadow of a creature lurking beneath the waves. I have something for you. For me? Huntress reveals a package wrapped in a bloodied apron. You clap your hands like a kid on their birthday. Her playful attitude is rubbing off on you. I made that mask you asked for. I almost forgot, but I bet you didn't. This is the whole reason you pursued Huntress, I bet. Definitely to get a mask of your own, no other reason. Here you go. Oh, yes. It's perfect. You put it on. It fits your face like a face glove? You gaze at Huntress through the eyes of the mask. A swell of emotion surges through you. One has become two. Rabbits be multiplying, even in mask form. Let's go back to my place. She downs her screwdriver. The tension is palpable as you enter the cabin. You could cut it with a hatchet. Give me a break. It's 3 days of killer jokes and narrator only has so much mojo. Huntress sits you down at a cluttered table in the kitchen. You notice the bloodstains that have crept into every nook and cranny of the wooden planks. What poor creature died on this table? Did they suffer? What do you care if they suffered? Get back in the ocean, Ocean. Stop backseat omniscient narrating. Stay here. Don't move a muscle or I'll hear it. I can hear any mammal's tendons creak as they stretch. It's a gift and a curse. I'll be right back. Ah, alone in the cabin. What to do? What to do? Freak out. I'm freaking out! Tell someone who cares. Hey. Fine, you've called my bluff. I literally have to listen to you and your problems, or else the ocean will have a conniption. So what's the deal? Am I ready for this? Is it smart to get intimate with a known cannibal? She kills on command, and doesn't even clean the blood off her apron. You mean her Seraphim? She's coming back. How rude. What's that in her strong yet delicate hand? You reach out for her, longing to stroke her blood-matted hair and scratched up shoulders. I thought we could get warm by the fire. Yes? She wags a finger at you. A bunnylicious smirk on her face. Not so fast. Remember we talked about how there's more going on here? You nod like a little idiot. Well, I now know there's something up. The other night, while you were sleeping like a cute baby, I snuck into each of the other killer's lairs and saw them with shiny objects that they'd been stealing from me. I think they're connected somehow. Maybe it has to do with the symbol. I tried to go back last night, but something blocked me from picking any of the objects up. Something or something knows I'm onto them. That would be the entity, probably. I think if you try, it might work. What do you say? Will you help me? Yeah! Globetrotting treasure hunt on the level of Nick Cage masterpiece? You can definitely count me in. Alright, so we're probably playing a minigame here in just a moment. Soon she'll take you in her yoke arms, and you'll swoon. Your childhood crush on Pai Pai is making more and more sense. Where do you want to start? Okay, so I don't get to choose. Oh, there are 4 killers who have stolen from Huntress. You're not going to let them get away with it. Which one would you like to investigate? Let's start with the trickster stage. That way, if we see the trickster, you know, Yasmina can kind of be happy. Wow, it's his chase theme. No here, not Trickster, not audience, not anybody. Nothing eerier than an MC concert stage. Think of all the fringe that once swayed here, the beers that sloshed over red Solo cups. Mosh pits, tall guys standing in front of you for the entire show. Lifelong friendships that actually only lasted for one summer. Good times. My concerts are always an experience. You should really come to one of my after parties sometime. They're real scream. I'll put you on the VIP list. I prefer acoustic balalaika music. Trickster, I've never listened to your music, and I think sampling the sounds of people's screams is very been there, done that. Hey, no one talks to Trickster like that, and how do you know about my samples? Somebody is obviously a much bigger fan than they're letting on. Show me where Huntress's shiny mysterious object is, or I'll wipe the grin off your face with a chloroform-drenched rag. Oh, we threatening him with a good time. We are threatening this man right now. Straight up. Alright, let's... way to harsh my mellow. Deranged violence and torture is only cool when I do it, because it's my commentary on a shallow society. I've been busted. And I want to make it look sexy. Your thingamajig is that away. Trickster backs away from you and resumes practicing an intricate dance routine. The way you stood up for that bootleg Backstreet Boy just now was, wow, if I weren't so strong and stable on my feet, I'd swoon. But it just wouldn't be believable. Find me my shining thing, champion. Okay. Perfect. Oh. Shoink. Perfect. Ah. Yay! Dun dun dun! Oh. So that's one of the coins that we found earlier. You did a lot better than I did with those. We'll go to the Cosmic Dump and do it. And you arrive at Wraith's Oddball Hangout Zone. I love how those are basically like you're doing the generators is basically what's being done there as that happens. You know, just swinging around, it's just like you're getting a an event while fixing a gen. When you arrive at Wraith's Oddball Hangout Zone, you immediately understand why they call it the Cosmic Dump. They being me, Oz. As if it's as if there are items and elements from all over the universe in this space. Also, it's a mess. But it's undoubtedly a special place. The very air you breathe makes you feel like you're part of something much, much larger. Going to hunt us some lunch while you find the object. You'll know it when you see it because it's extremely shiny. Oh, how long have you been standing there? Are we ever really there? I don't have time for your existential crisis today, Wraith. Huntress and I are totally gonna get it on soon. I think, I hope. Look, I need you to find a special object you've hidden here. You stole it from Huntress, and she knows it. So you're trying to figure out this whole thing too, huh? Come check this out. Bit of a subject change, but sure, it's Wraith we're dealing with here after all. Wraith leads you to a telescope. Through it, you can see a far-off island in the distance. Folks, is that? Sorry, I actually have no idea what that is. Would you mind filling me in? It's IP Island, where all the coolest killers from intellectual properties that we're legally obliged not to mention by name hang out and party with Hollywood celebs and Silicon Valley moguls. That's not even all. Zoom in over there. Dun dun dun! Is that Ghostface? I said not to name them. Now I'm going to have to clear the rights. You have no idea how much my lawyer charges by the hour. Sorry, you just kind of popped up. I'm telling you something crazy is going on here. I'll have you know, I wasn't trying to steal anything from Huntress. I was just looking for answers, but also occasionally losing said answers. Yep, that's right. The thing you're looking for, I can't actually find it, so... Yeah, I think it is too. Good luck, I guess. Alright, let's do this again. And... Oh! Quickly grab them. You found it! So shiny. Knew I could count on you. That's saying something because I never learned to count by any traditional system of numbering. I love that. Let's get out of here. Those look like Dwight's glasses. You spend a moment imagining hunters with glasses, which you wear them over the mask or under. Okay, that's not just some junk, that's my reading glasses. I just subscribed to highlights. Well, they belong to us now. Alright, let's go to Spirit's Lighthouse. I hope that because I grabbed the glasses that I didn't grab the wrong thing. Precious thing is up there. It's pretty great, right? Finally a chance to activate those quads. You don't get legs like this from standing still. But you already know I love a good workout. Running, jumping, climbing, roughhousing. Get that shiny thing before your immeasurable melts your brain and it runs out of ears already. Yeah, I called it out. It's obvious to everyone. Just own it. So shall we? Inside the lighthouse, it's so dark that you can barely see the step in front of you. But that's okay, because you've got about 100 stairs to practice getting the hang of this in the dark. We're in Phasmophobia. However, something about this gloomy place is really wearing you out and messing with your otherwise happy aura. You can practically feel your mood going down, down, down as you climb up, 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 higher into the lighthouse. Before you finally arrive at the top. Spirit, you're looking pretty pleased with yourself. Yeah, I'm getting a hang of this whole being dead thing. Did you really get sadder the closer you get to the top of the tower? That was me, baby. I've got to share the wealth, and by wealth, I mean unending despair. You're probably here for one of your precious shiny things that I've stolen. Good luck finding it. I'll be over here reading if you need me. Alright, let's not screw up this treasure hunt. I'm glad that they're kind on the perfect part. That was just terrible. I'm hoping these are actually the things that she wants and I'm not screwing up badly. I feel like I'm screwing up badly though on these. And of course it happens right at the very end. I should have saved before this, but it's kind of too late now. Alright, let's just get this over with. Go to Trapper's Cave, and hopefully we haven't completely screwed up. You turn to the Huntress for advice, but she only giggles and shrugs her shoulders. You're on your own, it seems. I'm just going to go through the underground tunnel. Sounds secretive. No one can stop you to see you. That said, no one can rescue if they can't hear you scream. No need to waste time burying you if you're already underground when you die. So you're not going to die, are you? No, I'm not. I don't know what I'm doing. Surely a dimly lit tunnel like this must be rife with traps. However, you manage to find your way along, distinctly uncaught by any traps, rusty, bare, or otherwise. I got this. You're doing great. You're not at all afraid? Who, me? Now, I gotta say, this is up there among the nicest, damp, and seemingly abandoned tunnels I've ever wandered through. Look, it even has lights. Inspired by Huntress's bravery, you dig deep inside yourself and summon courage of your own, which is good because you're going to need it if you're going to head through that very murdery-looking passageway ahead. Alright. You enter the humid, shadowy cave. Dripping water echoes all around you. It's definitely not cozy like the cabin you left behind. You wonder how deep does that pool of shiny water go? let's get this over with. When your eyes adjust to the darkness, you see Trapper. He leans against the wall of the cave like a detective in an old film noir.
I knew you'd come.
Trapper, get out of our way or I'll skewer you and serve you for lunch.
You're wasting your time. You never find what you're looking for. And what you're looking for is a minigame.
Yeah, let's minigame. Yay. I swear if I've screwed this up because I messed up the minigames. Perfect.
Hey, that's not fair. I'm huge.
We got a ballpoint pen. It's not a ballpoint pen, that's whatever, okay. It's gonna be interesting. We make a pretty good team, you and I. So again, hopefully I didn't just completely mess this up. Ooh. A pretty good team, you and I. What can I say? I appreciate a fine collection. Bow chick bow bow. Now that yours is back in order, maybe we head back inside to appreciate it, and you collect a certain other special gift I've been meaning to give you. Special gift? Is it shiny? I suppose. Oh. That was not. That was. When you enter the cabin, it's dark, barely lit. Deep shadows stretching from wall to wall. Somehow it manages to be a little bit terrifying and also a little romantic. But you barely even noticed. You've got other things on your mind. Sorry. You're incredible. Every time you found one of the objects, my heart beat faster and faster. Your nimble hands. Is there anything you can't find? The fireplace is crackling. Your heart is pounding. The smell of cinnamon is in the air. But wait. Who is that? Huntress quickly pulls her beach cover back on. What? Why is her mother also fine? An older Russian woman bearing a striking resemblance to Huntress sits, warming her hands by the fire. She turns to you and you're shocked to see that she appears to come from a completely different time in history, wrapped in old, unfamiliar clothes that are completely out of place here at this beach retreat. Without thinking, you blurt out, what an honor! It's you! I can't believe this. You're the Mama Huntress. I've been dying to meet you, well, nearly. Can I help you with anything? Glass of vodka? A hatchet for revenge on the elk who slayed you? Oh, no, my child. I'm quite content. Just happy to know that my little darling is taken care of. Huntress chuckles nervously. Hi, Mama. Claudette and Dwight burst in like they're in a prank video. You bet you weren't expecting this date to include meeting her mom. What? Hey, Huntress, how do you feel about your dear old mama coming to interrupt your date? Ooh. Huntress throws a hatchet directly at the two survivors. It skewers the wall in between them. Without another word, they quickly scurry away. Good girl. Huntress turns to you. I hope this is all right. Of course. Of course it's okay. I give great parent. What? Huntress breathes a sigh of relief. And it's not It's just not the mood I thought we were coming back to, but I'm here now. I'm in it. I'm ready to meet your mama. Thank goodness, because my mother is the only person, most important person in my life. We Russians invented tea. Did you know that? Mama Huntress shoves a cup of tea in your hand, and as you drink it with her, the air becomes warm around you. You, Huntress, and her mother sit by the fire and exchange stories and anecdotes. Mama pulls out some old-timey pictures of young Huntress in black and white, holding bloodied animal corpses with a chilling, dead-eyed stare. You all laugh and eat raw meat of some kind. It's a lovely time, almost like you're back home. You've forgotten that you're on a possibly cursed island atop what is likely some sort of hellmouth. Look, that's not official lore, I just call it like I see it. Every so often, Mama Huntress clutches her stomach and her eyes stare into the middle distance. She mutters some sounds as if reliving the moment she was skewered by an elk. It's very grim. I like you. Thank you for indulging me in my tea and stories. So tell me, what are your intentions with my Anya? Oh, okay, Bunny. But you guessed that already, didn't you? Or by now you've got your translator app ready. So remember, previously she talked to us about starting a family, and she asked us whether or not we'd like to start a family, so I'm going to go with that. All that's on my mind is family. To forge our own forest dwelling with a brood of half a dozen at least, hunting side by side forever. Mama Huntress smiles at you. She reaches into her bloody cloak and pulls out a handkerchief with a flower on it. For you, the one worthy of my Anna. Use it to clean your hatchet of viscera. You take the handkerchief. It is soft and smells of spices. I'll take good care of this. You point to Huntress. Her, on the other hand, she can take care of herself. Huntress is ecstatic. You've won over Mama. No easy task. My time on this plane is coming to an end. The weird magic from this Ghost Girl's Black Lighthouse won't keep me here for long. Alright. I don't want to get into the logic of this, but yeah, the Black Lighthouse can bring back ghosts to life. If you're still here, you're willing to believe anything. It was Spirit who brought you back. I'll have to thank her. Huntress's mama begins to fade. Huntress cries. You can picture her at 6 years old lying over her mother's dead body. I fully support this union. I feel good leaving my daughter on this cruel earth with you. You share a meaningful look with the mother of your beloved. Mama Huntress fades away, leaving you and Huntress alone again. Not a second later, Claudette and Dwight storm in, never alone for too long on this island. It's time for a dramatic scene between the lovers. Shall we adjourn to the forest clearing for ambiance? You and Huntress stand holding hands in the forest clearing. Dwight and Claudette watch your interactions closely. Too closely. Hey, I really loved hanging out with you. I think it's time. Time? Time for... Oh my. Okay, I'm ready for this. Time for you to call me by my real name. Like my mother does. Will you call me Anna? Oh yeah, that of course. I think Anna is a beautiful name, and you're a beautiful person, Anna. Milkman D, do you know what I'd like to do right now? With you, beneath the moonlight? I'm feeling closer to you than I ever had before. There's nothing I'd rather do right now than... She averts her eyes. What do you think she means? Nope, she's looking right at Dwight and Claudette. Chop up these fools with you. Absolutely. My hatchet is as sharp as my love for you. Let's get bloody. It's a gruesome scene as you and the Huntress go to town on these innocent survivors who just wanted to help you guys out. We were being forced to help you. Can't hear you, hon, on account of the congealing blood in your mouth. Ah! Once you've made quite a mess of the survivors, you and Huntress look at each other with manic eyes. Shall we return to the cabin? I'd love to get you out of that beachwear and into something a little less there. Thought you'd never ask. Once inside the cabin, Huntress stripped off her kaftan, revealing every curve of her muscled bod. You follow her lead, disrobing for the first time since waking up here on the island. Yeah, you've been sleeping in your clothes. No judgment, it's a strange new place. You kiss, and yes, if you were wondering, it looks like she's going to keep the funny mask on. I mean, yeah. This is the part where I skedaddle. Decapitation, sure. Tiger maulings, love it. Dudes crushing other dudes and car crushers, gotta have it. But hanky-panky, that I can't handle. I'll leave you kids to it. Ah, je ne m'amour. Voici c'est beau. I don't know, it's French. Oh wait, how much you want to bet the narrator's actually, in Cody? What, just because Hunter speaks Russian doesn't mean I do. I speak Canadian French. It's a thing, look it up. Narrator is officially Matthew Cody, and so, yeah. Am I nervously running my mouth now to give you Time Alone in the Dark? Maybe. Stop me if you've heard this one. A hillbilly, a doctor, and a clown walk into a bar. Fine, we'll get back to it. Post doing it, you and Huntress lie together in the warmth of the fire. Everything is so perfect. You imagine Mama Huntress smiling down at you from above. I can't tell you how weird that sounds. I can't. Then you realize that's pretty gross to imagine her having watched all that, and you try to stop thinking about it. Okay, so the gang, I'm still one step ahead of the gang. That was incredible. You're telling me. The door of the cabin creaks open. You cover yourself with a blanket. A severed arm claws its way through the doorway, leaving a trail of blood in its wake. No, we've walked into a scene from a horror film. As soon as the people have sex, they die. Not when I'm around. Huntress procures a hatchet from out of nowhere. Was that in bed with you guys? The wriggling torsos of Dwight and Claudette follow their chopped up limbs. Slowly the pieces of their bodies start to put themselves back together. No way. You thought this island would let us die? Permanently? Haven't you ever played Dead by Daylight? Come on, we've got to get to the final CID decision. Claudette and Dwight lead you and Huntress back to the empty beach. You both bask in the glory of being freshly, yeah. That sounds terrible, doesn't it? Like some sort of laundry detergent, freshly laid. Actually, maybe that's good. I'll get my agent to start circulating that. The island is strangely quiet. No sarcastic remarks disguising a broken young woman from Spirit. No strange wide-eyed stare from the socially awkward Wraith. No threats of imminent violence from the Trapper. Even Claudette and Dwight are tight-lipped. They seem almost zombified. Last day, you beautiful piece of meat. You've done so well. We're almost at the finish line. You didn't think I brought you all the way out without a plan, did you? What kind of sinister body of salt water do you think I am? A whoosh of dark energy surrounds you and disappears as quickly as it came. The island noises begin to return. Birds chirp in their trees. The grass rustles in the light. Breeze and oh look, the other killers are here. Killers are all here at the fire pit to watch the final ceremony. I can't wait any longer. The pomp and circumstances agonizing. Oh, you're telling me? Stick to the script, Claudette. Okay, so Huntress, how do you feel about the newcomer? Are they everything your murderous little heart has ever longed for? Huntress stares you down for an agonizing moment. She steps towards you. My dear, I think that this is true love. Come with me to the Red Forest. Let's hunt the woods together and have a family bursting with babies. We'll raise them as fierce warriors who can defend their family and home. In just a matter of days, you've gone from completely alone to being the start of a clan of warriors. I did not see that coming. Wraith starts a slow clap. No one joins in. Typical. Whatever, love is a concept made up by the greeting card industry. I'm out of here. Spirit floats back to her black lighthouse. Look behind you, it's Trapper. Huntress!
Huntress, you bested me!
He turns to you and offers his leathery hand for a handshake.
Congratulations, Milkman V!
I don't shake hands with losers. Trapper's eyebrows shoot up, and then he smiles. He did not see that one coming.
You're alright, kid. I mean, I hate you completely. I want to kill you mercilessly, but you're alright.
But wait, you haven't said anything to Huntress. And I love you too. Let's move to the Red Forest immediately. Is 12 kids too many? Maybe this economy, but who cares? Your heart is overflowing with joy as you and Huntress embrace. Is this what you've been missing your whole life? A woman with shoulders the size of mountains who won't take off her bunny mask even during more intimate times? Yes, yes, 1,000 times yes. You stare into the sunset and picture your life together. Happiness is real. Huntress lifts her mask and you finally lay eyes on her breathtaking natural beauty. You know the cabin I grew up in doesn't have the amenities that my luxurious new beach house has. I'm used to living as a beast, bathing in the river, running wild through the bushes. While telling you this, Huntress had left her bathing suit behind and entered into the jungle. You haven't lived until you've been one with nature. Rawr! You chase Huntress into the woods, leaving your own bathing suit behind. Okay, so, we finished Hooked on You. This was an interesting experience. You know, I did say that I was technically going to play Dead by Daylight, and I technically did play Dead by Daylight. Yeah, but why is that so cute? I agree with you, that's not quite what I expected at the end of this, but, yeah. Yes, this was an experience. And so I want to say that, I kind of enjoyed it. I kind of enjoyed it. A whole lot, actually. We got an ad break. I didn't realize we were in the middle of an ad right now. Oh well. I can't really do anything right now. But that's one of the better endings to the game. Yeah, I mean, because, like, either she would have murdered me where I stood, or, yeah. So, there are, from what I understand, because I did look up one little thing out of curiosity, because of the fact that the trickster appears in this game. I was kind of curious if there was anything that had to do with him. Apparently, if you get all 8 endings in this game, all 8 endings, then you end up being able to do something special with Trickster. I don't think it's like romance per se, but there's like an Easter egg that's attached to him. But like I said, you have to get all 8 endings. Now, whether or not I actually want to try and do that is another story. Because to be honest with you, I kind of don't. Because I got the ending I wanted. But yeah, you know, if Mina's listening, if you buy this game, you get all 8 endings on it, you'll be able to, like, you know, do something special with Trickster, whatever that is. That you could, you know, but you could also probably look it up on YouTube and find out about it as well. So that's, you know, probably a thing. So I'm looking at the time here, and we've got a little less than 30 minutes left, because I'm planning on ending this around noontime. And of course I'll add this to the database, which I will share again with Discord. That way, if you like what you see, you know, you got Discord there. I'd rather watch someone else do it than me play it all out. Yeah, that's the thing. I'd rather just kind of skip to the end, to be honest with you. But we made it through the game. Settings, credits. Nothing special, like, I can't revisit some of this stuff. But, all that being said, What I think I'm going to do is, even though I don't have a thumbnail ready for it, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this out. Yes, I want to exit the game. And I think I'm going to pull up a game that I was supposed to play last Thursday, and it didn't come off well. So I'm going to try to pull that up and see if it'll work. That way we can add this to it. This game is not Five Nights at Freddy's, but I said that I would play this simply because of the fact, oh, well, crud, you got me on the other screen. Let me take this and drag this over here, because I didn't expect it to load up over here. So let me look at the game capture window. See if it pulls up. I'm not changing anything at the okay. It just shut down. It just decided to shut itself down. Let me try that again. All right, there it is. Alright, so this is... crud. This is a game that I promised Cosmoronic that I would play. And I know he's not here at the moment, but we're going to start this. This is called Fright Light. This is a game that uses... and I know it's not centered. Let me center this real quick. Sorry. Alright, let's try this again. So this is a game that uses stop motion in order to play, and photography. Nothing about this game is really all that good, but tell me how the sound is, if it's too loud, too quiet. So you use the arrow keys. That sounds like it's really loud.